Hello, everybody. Welcome to our finale of Beneath the Tide. Episode 97, aptly titled The Voyage Ends, because the start of the campaign is called The Voyage Begins. So, makes sense. Anyways.
Symmetry.
Some announcements before we begin. We're still raising money for Color of Change. We are doing that indefinitely. So the donation link for that charity is in our Twitch chat currently, and it'll be in the video descriptions and on the podcast, YouTube stuff. I got a Patreon, $3 tier. You can get you some adventures every month. March's adventure is the house from Bent Hill. It's a haunted house for first level characters. But it's like deadly because it's got like Nothics and gibbering mouthers in it. So maybe just, it's fun. There's a way you can do it without, fighting anything. So there's that. April's adventure has already been made. That'll be releasing April 1st. It's called The Spawning Pools. It takes place in a slod nest. And you can drop that kind of into any campaign you want. Where the characters have been infected by superpowered slod. And it cannot be cured with greater restoration. You gotta find the cure during the course of the dungeon, or they burst out of your chest and kill you. So that's fun.
You really should drop something completely different on April 1st and then put the actual one on April 2nd.
Right, April Fool's Day.
Fuck. Well, too late. Well, it's not too late, but yeah. Okay. You could even do an April Fool's subclass, Oath of the Wet Fart.
A bard throwing it back.
Did you say Oath of the Wet Fart?
Yeah.
Nice.
What about Oath of the Fool?
I already got one of those.
Wait, that's a thing?
That's what Grump was. Grump was Oath of the Trickster. It's my subclass Paladin. That is terrible, and I got rid of it. Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, Grump.
That cool stuff.
He was a paladin?
Yeah.
He was a bard for a bit.
He was a College of Tarot bard, and then he switched to multiclass into Paladin. So next week, during this time slot, we'll not be streaming, but we'll be all getting together for a session 0 for our next campaign. Week after that, we are doing an Ogden Boon one-shot 15 years later at the end of this campaign, however this ends. Ogden will be the only face you see, though, that's familiar in that one-shot. Yeah. Level 20 wizard. Everyone else is level 5.
So excited.
And then the week after that, we're doing our first ever session of our next campaign, Embers of Autumn, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's April 7th is our first session of our next campaign. Character art is being finalized, sort of. I still got one more character to get done, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Sam and I did another special one-off of demystifying DMing on the weekend, Sunday. We talked about ending your tabletop campaigns, and we talked about Sam talked about mutants and masterminds.
Big fan. Big fan.
Yes, and that's up on our YouTube channel if you want to watch that. Yeah, Rime of the Frostmaiden tomorrow. Soldiers of the Lich Queen Sunday, hopefully.
I think so, yes. I think we're good.
If not, Sam and I will talk again, I guess. This time we'll talk about...
Or we can play Phasmophobia. I'll come.
Anyways, last we left off, you all fought Asmodeus. And it was a lovely encounter. It was a safe encounter. It went very well. Minus the fact of Ogden almost being aged to death, and Eclipse dying from a power word kill spell. But
Hey, I'm still alive.
That's right.
And my dad almost dooming the world.
Correct. Thematic.
Yeah.
But Asmodeus was destroyed. We all returned to Dawnbreak Cove to kind of just see how it went. People died.
How did it take me until now to realize that daddy issues was such a central theme of this campaign?
Oh, it was hardcore, wasn't it?
It really was.
Oh yeah, real big. One of the episodes
Can't have
is called
daddy issues if there's no daddy.
One of the episodes was called
same.
was called Daddy Issues. But yeah, so Asmodeus was defeated. He went back to Dawnbreak Cove and saw that people had obviously died during the conflict. Monkfish. Those of you knowing the casualties were Monkfish, Captain Rudder, sort of knew him, and Bjorksnass. Bjork's nest have been reduced to a pile of ashes, with Eclipse's hat resting on top.
Pour one out.
Yep. However, Monkfish was resurrected, and the price of his resurrection was asking for the Void Maw from Noose, which Noose handed over in the bottle. And
the price of his resurrection. Like, guy's just like,
that ship is worth so much
more.
more.
I won't come
than
back
his
if you
life.
don't just give me this kind of priceless
ships
thing.
are like
that
worth like 500
all of your
gold or
friends.
something.
Yeah, but the
part of
Void
all of your
Maw
friends'
is
experience.
priceless in our
Well,
hearts.
you guys don't know he has it.
I think some are worth like 20,000.
Who knows? Anyways.
Just make a Void Maw too. It's
Anyways, yeah, Monkfish was brought back to life. People hung out, did stuff. Ash and Dustin had last night together. Noose and Monkfish swindled people in the pig tavern.
Drinking games.
The
Yep.
singing pig.
The singing pig, man. Swindled people that looked like they could handle being swindled and it would not,
Yeah,
bankrupt
they were
them.
having fun too. They were drunk and having fun too.
And everybody was doing their own thing. Everyone went to sleep, and as dawn rises on Dawnbreak Cove, the final day for some of you on the material plane. That's where we're gonna begin the session. Whatever y'all want to do today, essentially. I have no notes. I'm free. Well, I have notes, but I'm free essentially.
I'm free.
So whoever wants to go first. Some of you are like, yeah.
Noose is gonna start the day off knowing that it's a new day, whole bunch of spell slots, especially for the priests in town. He's gonna go see if he can help out with any resurrection stuff that's likely to be taking place because, not everybody has a bunch of spell slots to resurrect people that might want to be resurrected. So he's going through the process of what he was doing the day before, and before he decided to, turn in and drink some beers.
Okay.
So he's heading back to whatever temple we were doing that in, and resuming the duties, doing as much good as he can.
You head to the Temple of Armath, and the Lord of the Dawn Life, and a lot of the bodies are being prepared for internment.
He also would be performing funeral rites as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so
he has ceremony prepared.
Okay,
so
yeah, there's a good amount of bodies being prepared for internment, so you could do that if you would like.
yeah.
You're getting bodies ready for their making. He's just not so fast, kind of boy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Normally I would take some materials here, but I know my audience at this point.
We've grown so much.
Yeah. Okay. How does this funeral go?
Congratulations, none of you will be undead.
Oof.
Yeah, hear something in the distance. A strange thing in the forest looks towards the temple.
These are the people that likely were like, I'm fine being dead.
100%. These aren't people that
do not want to be resurrected. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we can treat their death as like
a ceremony.
Yeah. So Noose will accompany it with some more words.
Okay.
Just one acolyte in the corner.
Let us celebrate the lives that these people lived, whether they were bastards or they were great people. Have a drink, the bartender's over there. We've got
Open
a
bar.
bartender set up in the funeral.
This is really,
Pouring
This is
tequila
really milking
shots.
the situation here.
Yeah,
cares?
Monkfish is just pouring out drinks.
Yeah, this is all set up between Noose and Monkfish the night before while drinking. This is the plan.
Yeah, tell me. Lay it on me.
And that's how Noose
Okay.
spends the morning.
Okay. Ogden Boon. How does Ogden Boon spend the morning?
Oh, right down to the beach. Right down to the beach. Start
Okay.
setting up a beachside.
So the cool thing about the beach on Dawnbreak Cove is because we've never actually visited it in this campaign. There's the
Wow.
docks, but then there's the beach where it is a cove. So it's very much like a circular beach where the ocean water kind of gets the ocean. I finally get to describe this. The ocean water goes from like a deep dark blue to like a turquoisey green, but it's not gross looking. It's very like see-through and translucent, and
Caribbean islands.
you can see like little fishes swimming around, little sharks swimming off in the distance, and there is no one here.
We've been stopping by a sandals resort in the Bahamas every other session. We
Dawnbreak
didn't even
Cove
know it.
It's the capital of the continent, and it's nice. There's like nice areas to it. Just you guys stuck to the city.
We've never been in the cove of Dawnbreak Cove.
Nope.
Finally visited last
Only
episode.
took 2 years. Woo!
Yeah. But yeah, Ogden,
Two people who are from here never
Yeah.
went.
So Ogden, you get to the beach. It kind of like there's like an incline a little bit on the beach that leads into the jungle, but you're very much on a nice beach, soft sand, warm sand.
Yeah, I would rotate it out to one of my cantrips for using that feature that we had talked about, or the feature to mold earth, and I make a big earthen table out of sand.
Okay.
So it's like a sand table with settings enough for a large family breakfast
Okay.
for all of us. So it would be a hero's feast. So for 24 hours, I want to send everybody off with a really nice. Breakfast starts at 9:30. We'll hold it till 10.
What is?
It's a
on-
brunch. Let's
what's
be
on-
honest.
What is on the menu?
Oh, baby.
Mimosas.
I'm going to. There's certainly mimosas. I think I can certainly roll for it. There's mimosas. There's Bloody Marys. I know that.
Just more alcohol.
There's
This
gonna
thing
be.
makes you immune to poison.
Can I request salmon lox on a bagel with cream cheese?
Oh heck yeah! There's gonna be. So it's actually going to be inspired by the location. So
Ooh, nice.
it would be snorkeling. Like this is a labor of love. What
Okay.
normally the casting time is, I think, an hour.
For Heroes
this-
Feast? Yeah.
This is probably going to be like 2.5 hours, but as like in that leisurely pace where like a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of fresh seafood, like really taking your time to get like sea urchins and whatever, and you can dive for it, like just that fresh. Like there's going to be ceviche. Like this is really a brunch.
I
Garrett was right.
imagine
Very
I
much a
imagine-
I
brunch.
wish I was
like,
there right now.
I'm imagining Ogden picking up every ingredient, going like tossing it. Every single ingredient.
Well, the thing is, it's also like every ingredient is inspired by members of the party. Like there's there's no world in which there's like if there's a durian equivalent around, I'm just like, oh yeah, that is Leah for sure. It's like this
I like
sort of
durian.
off-putting at first, but has like the beautiful creamy texture that you really get, and like is just a real softie.
Yeah, it's
Heart!
And going through and like picking ingredients based on, the people that we've grown to care about over, and just making sure that everything tastes, and is like just very palatable and nice, and yeah, just making
Okay,
sure all the
yeah.
ingredients are in a row. Like certainly there's salmon and lox if I can get.
oh yeah.
I'm just imagining edible arrangements in the shapes of our silhouettes.
I was just picturing the casting being Ogden just walking up with this sack full of ingredients to the table and then just reaching in and just chucking them at the table, and when they hit, there's just like a puff of smoke and sparkles, and then it's just like they just are the thing that they want to turn into. It's like grabs handfuls of ingredients.
Real Alenia vibes. Real Alenia. That's like a Michelin star restaurant in Chicago where they they art with their desserts. It's just chocolate and painted on
man.
them.
Oh yeah.
I love durian. It starts out oniony and it gets real nice and sweet and custardy. Anyways,
Yeah.
so you start like prepping out this dinner. Icarus lands on your shoulder. Hey brother,
Hey, brother.
do you want me to go get the others? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell him we start at 9:30, but I know it's going to be probably closer to 10.
They won't be able to understand me, but I'll do my best.
Hold on. Wait, is that a touch? I gotta ask if there's a certain spell. I gotta see what it is because I can't. If I can get him to cast something through him.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Like I was thinking I could cast either. What is that? Where are you? Show me like something. I want to be able to cast. No, that's not it. That's not it. Because it's touch spells. Oh no, I can't cast. That won't work. Regardless, the goal would be to like try and. No, that's not it. That's for greater movement, greater invisibility. No, that won't work.
Looking for tongues?
I'm looking for something that I can. You know what? Fuck it. I've got a lot of spell slots. How about I just cast tiny servants to fly with him? That are just
Fruit.
Works.
I was thinking like a fork, a spoon, and a plate, just like dancing and being like clang clang.
Be our guest. Be our
Okay.
guest.
Yeah, good.
He's like, all right, I'll go get him. Flies
Hey,
off.
go with him.
The fork
My
and the fork and the plate also fly off.
Go with him, my dark minions.
I diddled the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon.
There's like other people. There's like you can see like on the like other beach on the other side of the cove. You can see some guy like looking over as this plate and this fork just kind of fly through the air with wings. He's just like,
Who is this dude who, the day after a cataclysmic attack on his island that left hundreds dead, is just like, I'm gonna go to the beach?
get drunk
Hey,
as fuck.
Us.
I mean,
It's
aside
us.
from
to
like
fly.
we did the work. This is a victory for us. This is a disaster for them.
He just wants to get drunk.
He earned it. You know, he's
Earned it.
entitled to that.
He got like 75% off the hotel because of this. Of course he's here.
There isn't a hotel. Eclipse, what are you doing in the morning?
I'm going around, and trying to make, like, because I don't have a lot of magic stuff up for a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gathering any, like, party supplies that I could, like, craft together, and make, like, paper mache balloons, with, like, or, like, streamers out of cloth and, like,
Okay.
little flags. And I think at some point, let me double check my spells. I don't have any crafting spells.
Nope.
No, I really don't. But I'm just gonna like try to gather like stuff for a celebration.
Okay.
Just like try to cobble together party decorations.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Yeah. And then I think I'm also gonna stop by. Oh, I wrote his name down. Brosnik
Brosnik?
at the barricade.
Yeah, the
Brosnik.
the Minotaur. Okay.
Hello.
Hmm.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you having to deal with me and all the shit and trouble I caused you. So as thanks and also payment for this, I'm just gonna drop a bag of 1,000 gold on his counter.
That's a good start.
I might be back.
All right.
I wish you luck in the island's recovery.
Me too. We should be okay.
Yeah. Your shop seems to have held up fine.
Yeah, that wizard of yours, he put up some nice warding around it, so that helped.
He's a great wizard, isn't he?
Nope. Yeah, he is. I wouldn't be here, I imagine, if he wasn't, so.
Neither would I.
Huh.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
I've got some other errands to run.
Me as well. Then he goes back to working on what looks like a statue.
Okay. And then I'll also just try to just say a hi and invite Malin to join me in rebuilding the Acacia Grove.
Okay.
We don't have to RP it. I just wanted to
Okay,
like check in
sure.
with him.
Wait, checking with who? Sorry, I zoned out.
Malin.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Just-
It's not piracy, is it?
Well, I was kind of thinking of remaking the Acacia Grove into more of like a boarding school for skilled orphans.
Because personally, I'm thinking of retiring as a pirate and focusing full time on my shipwright business here in Dawnbreak Cove.
You could teach, rigging and how to build ships at the new Acacia Grove.
What's the pay?
We'll say 10 gold a month, starting once we get started.
That's 10 gold a month is nothing.
Well, it's just to subsidize your shipwright business.
I'd be staying in Dawnbreak Cove if I'm still doing my shipwright business.
How about 30? 50? Malin, you're killing me here. 65, no higher. It's all I can afford right now, man. I've still got to rebuild the entire structure. You're teaching kids valuable skills,
I don't
Malin.
like kids, but fine.
Well, I won't send you like the 10-year-olds. I'll send you like teenagers who are, can actually use their hands and semi-smart enough not to pinch their finger between a hammer and a nail.
Fine. 65 gold a month, but if I don't make more than 65 gold, 3 months in, I'm gone. I know my worth.
Deal, Malin.
I know my worth.
You know what? I gotta appreciate the freelancing. It's especially when that tax time comes around. Yeah, you really need that. Yeah.
I'm just imagining Malin like going up to some teenager that's doing something wrong and just being like,
but he's like, fine.
Yeah, and like, as your students, feel free to discipline them however you want. I'm thinking of a tagline: the School of Hard Knocks. So,
No.
Oh, what? Come on! I thought it was pretty clever. You could be like what's her name from Matilda?
Oh,
Crunchball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trunchbull?
Trunchbull's
Yeah,
terrible.
Who's the villain of that movie?
Trunchbull kills people. Spoilers. Kills somebody. You know
Or
what?
you make them eat chocolate cake.
That's fine.
Cake.
School of Hard Knocks it is, I guess.
Okay. Like you said, if you don't earn 65 gold in 3 months, you can leave.
Alright. If I don't earn more than 65 gold.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I should be able to at least fund the first few months.
What happened to all your money? You had a lot.
No, Malin, you can't have all my money.
No, I'm just saying you should be able to afford more than 65 gold a month.
I've got to rebuild an entire structure, Malin. And also, I have, like, plans for statues that I'm going to get custom carved. And then I need to get, like, banners and sigils and all of this stuff. I got to build furniture.
Well, maybe you should worry about that first before hiring people.
I just wanted to know if you would think about it. Okay, Malin? And I walk away.
Okay. Just let me know.
I'll be in contact.
Okay.
I just think it's funny offering to pay someone monthly in a world where some months are 15 days long and some months are 45 days long.
I'll send you a raven.
Wait, I'm gonna take one more bard level so that I can get sending as a 3rd level spell.
And Malin just goes, okay, I'm just gonna go. Okay, and walks away. Leah, what are you up to in the morning?
So throughout the night, since she doesn't have to sleep, she was just going through the forest, getting some fruit and harvesting some seeds and like marking them down. And then in the morning when she knows people are awake so she can interact with them, she goes to find Henry to get some like paper and like writing utensils.
Henry's dead. No.
Just takes them off his dead body.
No, you can find Henry. Whatever Henry's doing.
And she's just like, Henry, Carnifex?
Yes.
Can I borrow some, wax stamping supplies and some paper and a couple quills?
Well, I normally keep, I don't have my office is here, but I do always keep a notary kit on me at all times. So, yes, I have everything you should need right here in my briefcase.
Oh, thank you. And Carnifex?
Yes.
I know that sometimes my questions might be a little off-putting, but if you ever want, you're always welcome to come visit me. I'll be a little closer to home for you.
You will?
I will.
Okay.
Well, not super close, but close enough.
Oh, all right. I'm confused, but I'm all right. Yes.
So, you know how, you know I died, right?
No. What? You died?
Oh, the crew didn't tell you, Henry. Oh, so Leo like gives him like a hug, like, oh no.
Oh wait, no, someone filled Henry in. That's right. Never mind.
Yep.
It's been a long time, a long day, couple days,
Yeah, it's
couple
been a long
weeks.
couple days.
So, when I
Oh!
got
1 second. Oh wait, no, he let them out. I was about to say, like, I need to let those healers out of the demi-plane. That's right. The wizard.
They're out.
Plane
Yeah.
shifted them all out. That's
Yeah.
right. They're out.
Dawn is Trent.
He just
I feel like
neutralizes
I'm
the door, and it's just like bodies come out of this zipper in space.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Put him back in. Never open that door again.
Forever maintaining concentration.
No, you don't need to. It's just
Yeah,
he can make as many
Oh.
planes as he wants.
Demi-plane's a really good spell.
Yeah. So okay, sorry. Yes. So you died. Going from there.
and well, Fungalile, a wonderful, wonderful person. She kind of just like absentmindedly pats her shoulder where his hand was last time. Well, he brought me back as a revenant, to help defeat Asmodeus. But part of that deal afterwards was I get to live out the rest of my days ruling over one of the layers of the abyss.
Of the abyss?
So a little close to home. That's why I said a little.
It's full of disgusting demons.
You're welcome to visit. I'm not calling you disgusting or a demon. I'm just.
Oh, I'm a devil.
That's what I said.
Right, and the abyss is full of horrible, disgusting, awful, putrid demons.
I'm not a demon or horrible.
Well, I know that, so what are you doing there?
I'm going to protect it and rule it.
All right, no accounting for taste.
But, do you promise you'll come visit, maybe?
I'll do my best. Well, yeah, I'll make sure to bring him to visit. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Henry. And like
Didn't
Leah
talk
will
about
give
this.
him like a big squeeze.
Henry
Blood
hugs back.
war.
Henry hugs back, but then you hear Carnifex like, I didn't agree to this. I don't care. We're hugging anyway. Get used to it.
And just Think of it, Carnifex. It'll be like the vacation you never got to take.
I'm currently essentially taking a very long vacation.
Do you know where Ash is by chance?
No, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him either yet.
Actually, better question. You know how they had, like, Monsosa's finest and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if they, by chance, have any of the seeds from those grapes left over somewhere? Like, stashed away in a vault, for, like, an end-of-the-world kind of, like, vault thing? They
No,
do
but
have
I
places.
I do believe they were replanting the vineyard already. So I think they've already planted most of them.
And, like, Leah just gives him a big hug and is like, I'll bring your briefcase when I'm done.
Oh, don't worry about it. But thank you. Take your time.
And she runs off to where they're growing, and she just little snip, little propagation, getting those good seeds.
Okay. What's Ash
And
doing?
then-
Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry.
And then she spent the rest of the morning writing some letters to people.
Okay. What's Ash doing?
So Ash gets up bright and early with the dawn. He has a very long time to sleep in after this, so he's not terribly
Mhm.
interested in getting rest this morning. Don't wake. Do not, under any circumstances, wake me up before noon. That'll go over well.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get up, put on some regular clothes. Does demon? So do I have anything with demon fane to, like, if I leave it somewhere or something, like, do I have to worry about getting stolen, or can I just, like, especially at this point, like, just call it back?
You can basically call it back like Thor's hammer.
Okay, it'll come. Okay,
Yeah. And if anybody tries stealing it, it's gonna be a bad time for them.
okay, all right. I'll just leave.
Like,
it.
yeah, they'll like burn essentially.
So I'm going to. Ash is gonna head over.
Just hoping there aren't any like curious kids.
What's this? Engulf in flame.
Yeah, I'll lock the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over to, because you said the family estate is being rebuilt, right?
Yeah, they're rebuilding the house.
Okay, it's like halfway. It's like partially rebuilt at this point.
I'd say like maybe after another month or so. Yeah.
Okay, so perfect. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna head over to the construction site, hopefully early. I'm guessing they've taken the day off of building.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm gonna go over to the construction site. I'm gonna look for, like, they have like the framing up and everything, like the support beams and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look for the, like, central support beam of the house.
Okay.
And what I want to do is basically just take a little bit, find the central support beam of the house, and I want to
Tear it down.
No. Yes. I want to take, like, those big, giant, like, foot-thick beams that runs horizontally and, like, supports the weight of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take a dagger and just, like, carve out a little, just, like, slot in the underside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take my immovable rod and put it up in there and click it in place.
Nice.
And then I just want to take, like, a small piece, like the thinnest piece of what I can find, and just, like, nail it over it
Okay.
in place.
Yeah, you can easily do that.
Yeah, so it'll, like, add extra support to the house.
Okay. Nice.
If anyone decides to check under that board ever, they'll find a magical item.
Next campaign. But yeah.
And then, similar to that, I'm gonna head down. I'm guessing the cellar is existent.
It's still intact, yeah.
The only thing left standing is the roof of this house. Strange that.
The center of the building's just floating.
yeah, the cellar's still there.
Okay, I'm gonna head down to the cellar. I'm gonna find the most intact, like, flat brick wall I can find, or, like, stone or whatever. It's the flattest wall in the room. I'm gonna I'm gonna take the portable hole. I'm gonna set it up and lay it flush against the wall.
Okay.
And, like, try and, like, doctor up the corners and stuff too, to like maybe take an hour or two, maybe grab some wood and just, like, add in some framing around it.
Okay.
So it just looks like this 10-foot circular inset is just another room in the house, just like a little extra room in the cellar.
Okay.
That, again, if anyone ever decided to just pull at it, would just be a magical item hidden in the house.
Okay. Anything else?
Just take a walk around after that. You know, look. Oh, are there bottles of wine down here?
Oh fuck yeah!
All right, I'm gonna take.
There
one,
are
I'm gonna,
left
Mhm.
are notes 6, and they are Monstros' finest, ranging in age. One of them is one of the first ever bottles ever bottled from like a long time ago. It's a very dusty old bottle.
All right, I'm gonna take that bottle and I'm gonna replace it with the potion of supreme healing that I never used. Just
Okay.
replace that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just sprinkling magic items throughout this house, so if anyone ever cleans or looks around,
Oh
we'll
man.
find them.
Yeah. Okay.
Just generations later, down the line, my grand nephews and nieces are gonna be running around the house,
Mhm.
find this stuff.
Okay.
And then when I exit out of the basement and out of the house, that'll probably when I'll be see the singing breakfast announcement fly
Yeah.
by.
They Icarus, and then the fork going.
All right, breakfast.
Leah stealing your plants in the
And yeah,
background.
yeah, you can see Leah like in the vineyard, just kind of stealing stuff.
What are you doing back there?
Propagation? It's not
Care
illegal.
Care to elaborate?
Well,
Propagation.
it's well, I'm gonna have a lot of time in my hands to do gardening where I'm going, so I thought maybe I could try to grow some great wine grapes down there and create a different kind of Monstros' finest. Something in a little more of the ashier, boggier earth to see what kind of flavors that imbues into the grapes.
1 second. I lean inside. Are there like candlesticks or sconces up yet?
No.
No.
Or wait.
Okay.
Yeah, there would be.
Okay. I forgot one. Wand of magic missiles. I'm just gonna stick it in behind the torch by the front door.
Okay. Also, that wine you have is 1,066 years old. That bottle.
Wow.
Yep. That's when Monstros' finest is 1,066 years old.
So then I come back out and I say to Leah, so first of all, did you hear the breakfast announcement?
Yes, I did. It's kind of hard to miss with Icarus.
Yeah. Let's go down there and you can explain to me what you mean by down there with where you're going to be going.
Oh, that's a kind of a funny story.
Yeah, let's walk and talk about that. That's new.
Okay. So, you know how we're walking. You know how you're going down there, kind of taking Asmodeus' place. You know, kind of being the big bad guy down. Well, not bad, but like the big bad. You know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Well, when Fungal Isle brought me back, besides being a revenant, which you kind of got, he and I made a deal where I'll be ruling one of the layers of the abyss.
Oh, good gravy! Wow. That's quite. So you'll just be there forever?
Yeah, from what I understand, yeah. That's why I thought, taking a couple grapes, learning to do some winemaking down there.
So you're just gonna hang out and garden in the abyss?
Why? It sounds like a lovely time. We built the
mean,
spore druids. You're always welcome to visit. I know there's a bit of a blood war, demons, devils together. But you're still always welcome for tea.
well, I appreciate that, though I'm gonna be the face of the enemy down there, so I don't know if I'll be exactly. I don't know if getting there will be the easiest.
You might be the face of the enemy, but you always be my friend, Ash.
Oh, that's appreciated.
And I will let whoever's in my lair. I haven't met them yet. I hope they're nice demons. She kind of just like thinking about that. She's just like, I'll make sure that you'll be safe when you come.
It's less me being safe and more just like leaving a trail of corpses if I show up. It's the getting in and out that I'm concerned about.
Well, there's the river Styx, you could have a little boat tour. Oh, just imagine you and me and Carnifex all going down the river. Oh, that'd be so fun.
Well, we can see if we can make it happen. As we're walking, just like down to the beach.
Everyone else would be safe from the river Styx except Henry if Henry fell in.
I am. My current plan is to kind of ramp up the blood war. So whatever tensions there are now, just kind of amplify those.
Oh, okay. Do you think maybe you could go a little easy on my lair?
I'll make sure to point out that there's no tactical advantage since it's a peaceful gardening lair, so no reason to attack.
Thanks, Ash. What I really hope is, not all the demons and devils want to fight. Not necessarily, right?
Well,
Not necessarily.
they're demons and devils, so maybe at least the devils. Well,
It's a
I don't
blood
know,
war for a reason.
Maybe carnifex would like to garden, but
Luckily,
for those
sorry.
who don't, well, I'd like to teach them how to garden down there.
That does sound nice.
Just think, they could make new plants. Imagine some new abyssal fruit growing. How amazing does that sound?
That does sound pretty cool.
Luckily, the blood war is only usually on the first layer of the Nine Hells.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the first layer of each, basically, just like goes back and forth.
So you two make your way to the. Following the flying Icarus and the screaming fork and plate. All right. As that's happening, each
Kick
of
off
you.
my boots. Oh,
Yeah.
I kick off my boots when I get to the edge of the beach, so I can just walk barefoot through the sand.
Yeah. Each of you see this Icarus and screaming fork and plate arrive wherever you are. Eclipse, you're looking for party supplies. You're finding them, and Icarus just flies overhead, and you hear a fork going. "Ah!"
What's that? Ogden fell down a well.
And then Noose, you're in the chapel, and you can see Icarus kind of like looking through one of the windows, and there's this fork just going. And then Icarus flies off.
Hey guys, we get all of them. He's referring to one of the priests nearby.
The priest is like, "Oh yeah, yeah, totally, we're good. Thanks, man.
Care to share what you? I'm going to meet friends.
Oh,
That's
this
why
is
I
just
ask.
how I talk, man.
Oh, okay.
From California.
Hey, everything is good in here, man. Lord of the Dawn life. He's cool.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, he's the god of life and rebirth, man.
I like the Stormfather.
Stormfather, ooh, yeah, we're good here, man.
Yeah, that's okay.
He like
All right.
he like pokes you in the forehead. Blessings be with you.
I don't actually
Hey.
bite him, but I do like that thing.
Hey, nice.
Consent.
Yeah. Right, right.
he'll
yeah.
go to like, yeah, he'll go to Ogden's brunch.
You all see the display on the beach. Ogden there. You all arrive roughly at the same time.
I'm holding like armfuls of really horrible streamers and not quite dry spheres of paper mache.
Eclipse, where did you get Ninja and PewDiePie?
I mean, well, there's supposed to be balloons and streamers.
You said horrible streamers.
That one hurt me physically.
Is this when Twitch cancels us? I'm sorry.
Whoops.
It's not wrong.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna tie the balloons together and cast fly on the fake balloons. No, I'm gonna cast levitate on them, and then I'm gonna like try to stick the streamers to the sand table that Ogden's made.
Okay.
But it's really all just like pieces of torn paper that I stuck together with some sort of sticky substance.
All right. All right.
It was with tar. We'll say it's tar.
Okay. Yeah, Ogden, all of your friends have showed up. There's tar
Tar decorations.
tar decorations. And the fork and plate are still going. And Icarus lands on your shoulder.
Then I stop the cast on the plate as it kind of spins right into place right at one of the table settings.
Yeah.
It's family style, so grab a spoon and help yourselves.
I brought wine. It's 1,000 years old.
Ooh, yeah. Pop that bottle.
Well, here, do you want to archaeologically inspect it first? I think this technically falls under your purview. Actually, it's old enough.
Watch this thing overpower the the hero's feast and make us all drunk.
Well, it doesn't keep fermenting once it's in the glass.
Hey, I'm just saying.
So
1,000 years old.
So it's been a while since I've looked at my character sheet in like the description part, and apparently I can determine the monetary value of an art objects more than a century old. I mean, making wine isn't art, so I can determine the money value of this bottle. I mean, the friendship value is much higher.
Okay.
Sentimental value is much higher.
Oh my god, I love what's coming. I want to know.
So
what is the actual value
So
of this
I
thing?
looked up 1,000-year-old wine just for shits and giggles, and there is one. It's called the Speyer wine bottle. Anyways, it was unearthed in a tomb here on Earth. Like here, like why did yeah. Where else are you gonna find it?
In Canada.
Whatever.
Space!
Whatever. Yes. Yeah.
Space
So
wine, 1,000-year-old space wine.
So Ogden, you're
value of your earth wine.
you're trying to determine the monetary value of this wine.
Yeah, and the bottle and everything. Like where,
Okay.
I'm all in appraisal mode. I was given the go ahead to jump right like hip deep into appraisal mode.
Yeah. So a bottle of Monstrosities finest is usually 25 gold pieces. So the 1,000-year-old, let's just for my fun, about 25,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, that is worth. This is one you don't spit into the spit bucket when you swish it around in your mouth. You just smile and swallow the remnants of the good mouthfeel you're gonna get from this. You just this is the kind of wine you brush your teeth with. This is oh boy, this is the kind of wine that your burps are expensive. Oh gosh, just like kind of half sweating like the first time you ever hold like an expensive guitar. You're just like almost I'm used to antiquities and I shouldn't touch this. This is wow. you could buy several ships. Oh, you could buy a small nation with this. Sippy cups, everyone.
Oh, cool. Take the corkscrew.
Okay. There's like
Produce red solo cups.
There's a little bit of a.
Is it carbonated?
It just says, swift death to my enemies.
The sand comes out. It's
delicious sand.
There's a smell.
Osbo.
Yeah, not all aged wine tastes good. Depends how it goes, but there's a very grapey aroma.
Would hope so.
Creepy
Why?
aroma.
Aroma of grapes.
Yeah.
Parfum de grape.
Kind of like, and now that you're in the sunlight, there's a decent amount of
de
sediment
bean.
at the bottom.
Yeah, there is.
Is there a
Like
decanter
this,
around
like
here?
the layer of sediment at the bottom is like this thick.
Good God.
Oh no, you gotta shake that baby, shake it.
No.
No.
Save those nasty lasties. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
You just
You want sediment in your alcohol.
Ogden presents a decanter.
Yeah, I'll pour it in to decant it, let it breathe for a bit.
Oh wait, I'm looking on aging of wine on Wikipedia. The sediment, while harmless, can have an unpleasant taste.
Yeah, that's why you want to let it sit at the bottom.
Yep. So that's right. So you start pouring it.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out. It's a very It's
Jell-O.
not. It's
It
not.
comes
no,
out.
like Jello. No, it's this. Matilda's Finest is a red wine.
I assume.
This has taken on a more brown appearance.
Turned into grape whiskey.
Whiskey is the life of man.
Whiskey,
But yeah,
Johnny.
Everyone that's here gets poured a glass of this 25,000 gold wine.
25,000 gold. 1,000-year-old.
And
Why did I say 1,000?
the smell,
Question.
the smell actually has a burn to it. Like you can feel like it burning.
I'm immune to fire damage. I'll be fine.
This is straight vodka.
Stings the nostrils. This is like Everclear.
Oh,
Oh.
I
and
can't smell it.
and
What does it smell like?
and Leah, there's a hand on your shoulder again, and it says, "I'll let you enjoy this last meal." And you.
Oh, that's pungent, but I can smell it.
Oh, hey!
And Leah just like takes a big mouthful and just
Chugs it.
swishes it around.
You take a big mouthful of this red turned brown wine, and you can taste it because Fungal Isle is letting you have this last meal, and it's very acidic, but has a very smooth mouthfeel.
It's 5,000 gold each for everybody.
And it burns.
Take 2d10 acid damage.
No, it's very acidic. The tannins are very strong in this one.
Ooh, I'll have to see if I can replicate the taste of this.
Think of it like drinking a warhead.
Oh, fuck.
Like the candy warheads.
I like warheads.
No, not like the
Yeah.
nuclear weapon.
But like the glands,
Yeah.
right
Yeah, let
under
me just
your
sneak
jaw,
my
just
boobs
kinda
right
going
here.
boom,
Yeah.
But yeah. Anybody else shooting this back?
I'm going to gently sip mine
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
throughout,
it's
throughout brunch.
It's much more pleasant when you sip it.
I'm gonna sip it and
Like-
then chug a mimosa.
like-
Sip, chug a mimosa.
Like wine is meant to be enjoyed.
Leah got so excited tasting
Yeah,
things
totally.
again.
Yeah, the wine's
And now
turned.
you can't taste anything
Yeah,
else.
the wine's turned brown, and when you've been pouring the glass, some of the sediments kind of like dislodged a little bit and kind of just like floating. And when you sip it, it actually tastes very good.
Ooh.
It almost does have like an aged like whiskey barrel, like oak barrel taste to it.
Excuse me, Eclipse. Sweetness, would you mind sabering open this bottle of champagne?
Of course. And I'm gonna
Saber.
Sleight of hand check.
slide.
Oh,
Oh, I get to
nice.
make a check.
Yeah,
Ooh.
first roll the 9. Let's do it.
Ooh,
Chops off
Possi-
a finger.
possible last roll of
And,
the
and
campaign.
possibly last roll of the campaign. Yeah, first and last.
Okay.
Well, hopefully you've got reliable talent.
Just
Well, yeah. I am proficient with sleight of hand. That would be a 21, sir.
and then you hear in the jungle.
Did I hit something?
Probably just one of those monkeys. It's okay.
Gonna keep an eye out, see if a monkey starts to come and attack.
Yes. A flying monkey comes out, and it just lands on the table. It's got very sharp fangs. It's like ah.
Oh, who wants it?
Noose Noose takes the guts of the black Abishai.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
like,
just cleaning out her.
Get it! Get!
You just toss the guts to the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get.
It looks at them and goes, "Ah!" And then lands and like chases after the guts and starts like ripping them apart, like 30 feet away.
I hope you guys don't mind our little friend having his own snack in the corner there.
He seems pretty content.
There's you can see like a big welt on the forehead where something hit it.
Charlie really liked eating those.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
What is that?
Meh.
Charlie!
And the monkey's gone.
Good boy, Charlie.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Sigmund eats Charlie.
Oh no! He would never.
Yeah, you're all. Ignore me.
Ogden,
Yeah.
this is an excellent meal.
It really is.
I'm gonna be picking this out of my teeth for the next week.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, Ogden takes off his goggles and snorkels. Thank you.
I have a gift for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It may be something that you can use to tell stories to people for many years.
Oh.
And maybe if you bring me up and when you tell the story, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pull out the horn of the Garistro that knocked you off that tower. And we both together kind of survived that little trial.
Yeah, I I take a knee and I just try and give him a big old hug.
Thanks.
Yeah, totally fine. Weather's not inclement at all here. No rain. Just angrily willing tears to stay in.
Okay. Constitution
No.
saving throw.
Yeah. Guys. Oh, I'll do one too.
No, Garrett, don't bother rolling it. You rolled a 4.
Oh,
I rolled in that one. Sorry.
You already rolled it. I'm saving it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you,
Sorry.
Ogden, what'd you get for your con save?
10.
Yeah, you're both blubber egg misses.
Good. It's good. It's good. Spicy ceviche. It's very good.
Very spicy. You did a good job. That's great.
Ah, it's spicy. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Is there ceviche on the menu?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Always.
Ceviche is so good.
It's very good. It's inspired by the tropical
What kind of fish?
fish. I was gonna it's gonna be urchin and anything I can catch. I'm trying to think of a good
Snapper.
fish. Yeah, something tropical that I could have snorkeled and speared for.
Mahi.
Ooh. Yep.
Would that be good for ceviche?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a little darker fish.
Yeah.
Do I
I
have
thought it was more whitefish.
I have a couple of other things that
I don't know fish.
It's a white fish.
Okay.
I have this thing, and he reaches into the bag of holding. And he thinks, but pulls out an empty hand. And he thinks a little bit harder. Oh! Like this is like weird. And he like pulls out like a bit of a tube and just keeps pulling. And it's that big portrait that was done by an artist named Indy.
Right.
And he's like, I think this might be best left with one of you guys. And he kind of just turns his head back and forth between Eclipse and Ogden.
Goodness. Thank you. I mean, Ogden, if you want it, you can.
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, absolutely. Positive.
Okay.
It'll look really great over a fireplace in a dormitory.
And if things get rough, I've been told that it's worth about 350 gold pieces. If things get rough.
I mean, I might sell the frame. Oh, there's no frame. It's just the tapestry. Right. Yeah.
Your work is priceless. We love you.
I think I'll get a really nice frame for this. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think I know exactly where to put it.
here it is.
Just holding a tube now. Just lean it up against my shoulder, or like against on the ground. Stand it up. Can I stand it up? You're muted.
It's got a strap.
Oh,
so it's in
right.
a tube with a lid.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Right,
screw it
right,
on,
yeah.
It's got a strap so you can like carry it
Okay.
on your shoulder.
I am gonna lay it down on the ground, but I'm gonna have like my foot around the strap so I don't forget it.
Okay.
It's me, Kate. I will do that. I will walk away from this and forget it.
That is
Leave it on a beach somewhere.
Valid.
That is a big time brunch move. Like, well, I don't want to forget this thing I got at brunch.
Hey guys. So some of you were around. Ogden, you weren't, but you're Ogden, where you guys weren't around for some of this, but I've got a few mementos that I've been hanging on to for a while. I've got a couple memberships to some shops that don't exist anymore. See, this one's for friends, and this one's for coaxers. These guys, look at them. You know how they used to have that sheen on them? How they were all kind of sparkly and stuff and were like rainbowy? It's all flattened out now. All the magic's gone, but still a good memento.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on the Friends membership token so that it sparkles again and has like a holographic look to it. Oh. It's a shame it got blown up.
Yeah. He starts like dumping out like
Oh God.
he's got like a couple of healing potions.
Troll scrotum.
Well, he's got 16 regular healing potions.
Jesus.
Oh God!
And,
Oh,
Leo
God,
was
Liam made
busy
so many.
making
Oh, that's
shit.
right. That's right.
and
Liam made a
and
bunch.
2 potions of greater healing. And he's just like, ugh. Yeah, I think this is worth good starters in case I'm not around.
It's gonna be weird not having my little buddy right next to me.
We've been together for a while, Eclipse.
Yeah.
You you led me to the first time I got to eat a chicken.
Yeah.
I bet it's had queen off.
You did. You sure did. Beacon all. How did that feel swallowing, by the way?
I didn't swallow it.
You did.
I bit its head off.
you just- Oh, right. Yeah.
And I beat it against the ground because it was still kicking.
Yeah. Chickens are weird. I heard of a chicken that survived for 18 months after losing its head.
What?
Yeah. It was in a freak show that traveled around the islands.
You're lying.
Stop.
No way.
No, I'm serious. It stopped by Dawnbreak, like my first year there, and it was so cool.
Passive insight of 25. What's going on here? You're blowing Noose's mind.
No shitting you. 100% the truth.
I think I remember hearing about that. I may
Yeah.
have been there. I was probably drunk.
Probably. You were drunk a lot.
I really was.
Yeah.
And
And when you went, you were with Dustin, so I was like,
Yeah, I was either with my shitty friends tearing up your bar, being drunk, or getting my arse kicked by Dustin.
oh. Yeah. One more gift for you, Eclipse.
no, so you really didn't have to.
Do I don't. And he holds out the cloak of the manta ray. You know, not all of us are gonna be as close to water as you. And I think you'll make the most use of it.
Well,
You don't have to
I've actually-
do it.
I don't have to do it.
Nope.
And it's also the end of the campaign, so.
Yeah. Well, Noose, I also have something that I'd like you to keep safe for me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull out Death's Embrace.
Wait, what is that?
That's the vampire sword.
The cursed, the cursed rapier, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dingleberry sword.
Yeah. Well, considering how talented you are with dingleberries, I thought no better person to keep this safe and out of idiotic, stupid, reckless hands than Noose.
Actually, I could get rid of that.
But like, what if I wanted to turn into a vampire? When I'm about to die, I could live forever.
Yeah, like I said, News, I could get rid of that. just because, like Eclipse said, it could fall into some wrong, idiotic
Oh.
hands.
Yeah, if there was a time to get rid of cursed stuff, I think it's now before some of us,
Come 20 years later, Eclipse is like, "Hey, Noose, can I get that soul back?"
News.
I want to be a vampire.
that sword.
So, yeah, it's not a good one.
It really isn't.
Because
Yeah, here.
if you get turned into a vampire, you become a vampire under the DM's control.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That means you're
hold out my hand in the direction of wherever I was sleeping last night.
And there's like a wooden plank stuck to the end of it. And a
not
bird. There's
think
like a
that through.
bird skewered to it too.
Alright, didn't think that one through.
Oh,
Alright,
the poor partridge.
Did we hear any screams of the public?
Oh,
Like this, like, what is that? What is that?
First forks
Okay.
out this.
didn't think. Yeah, the fork got bigger. Alright, I'm gonna stand up and step away from the table and get a baseball stance ready. Alright, Noose. You gonna toss it to me?
say the magic word.
Pull! just gonna the weave, what is
Yeah.
it called? Weave splitter?
Brief breaker. Just
Weave breaker, yeah. Just destroy it.
yeah, it just obliterates.
And see, that's why I gave it to Noose, because he knew what would be best to do with it.
Any other dingleberry items you want me to just smash with this thing while I'm here?
Well,
I can delete that one off of D&D Beyond. Sweet.
just destroying
gone
Justin's
forever.
Oh.
homebrew items
No,
before next
I'm
campaign.
glad I get to clear up my homebrew list.
I need to get rid of Death's Embrace. I almost used it for the last fight.
Ogden.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I have kept a memento from when we first met. And he pulls out a little vial of that dust that you were collecting from that tree that you got snagged up in.
Oh, you have a botanical memento. Oh.
I do. Now, if I recall how what I figured out about this, I'm not sure if I told you, but it's kind of a paralyzing agent. It seems like it might react favorably towards lightning, or unfavorably, depending on what you think, how you use it.
Well, why don't you hold on to that for your future travels?
Oh, I think I might, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, where are you off to?
Well, and he starts pulling on his ear, which has all the like different colors and stuff on it, since he like did the thing. I mean, I haven't always made the best decisions, and
I mean, you're in the right crew.
I think if I'm going to end up in the Feywild here in a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. And he looks to everyone, kind of sheepishly.
Oh, well, in our experience, the Feywild's not too hard to get to.
Yeah.
You gonna try and I mean, you'll always have a home as far as, travel. There's always the Rose Court.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a tenant there now that I'm sure would love to, exchange keys with you.
Did you talk to Marion about what's gonna be happening? He kind of leans in closer when he talks about it.
Yeah, she's gonna probably, have one more tight squeeze of her baby boy. She's I think she's ready. So,
all right. Anything I can do?
No, I think she's ready. She's probably ready for one last conversation with you. And we're gonna do it right, and we're gonna make her comfortable and happy in her own home.
All right. I'm keeping this, then. Last chance.
No.
He's holding up the vial. Last chance.
No. I cast Tiny Servant on it so it can stay on your shoulder.
Oh, there it is.
Tiny Servant, stay with news. So it'll follow that order for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Boy.
What's this I hear? Just everybody. Ding ding, ding ding. Yes. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Quick announcements. So some of you are going off to lead, various planes of existence, becoming a captain, as it were, of that plane. I just wanted to say I'm so proud of all of you for really, individually and collectively, becoming the captains of your own adventures. And I wanted to say thank you all for letting me implement what seemed like a ridiculous socialist dream system for our crew. But I appreciate everyone taking their own personal and collective responsibility for everyone else. That was the goal, and I think well achieved. So thank you all so much.
The Council of Captains.
Oh. Yes. Thank you for punctuating. Perfect.
Sorry, it felt like there was an ellipses there.
Yo, great. You ended it perfectly.
Right.
Look down. Anyone else? All right. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be starting a school. I'm
What?
going to be starting a school. Because if this adventure taught me anything, is that it's always better with more people and more people learning and growing. So I'm gonna start a school as a outreach program from the Stilgarian Institute of Archaeological Society. Yeah, I'm starting a charter school. So please come visit my school. Come visit my school. I'm working on.
It's like trying to get like what's it called? Like scholarship founders and.
Oh, there's already a scholarship. I'm working on a couple mottos. Everyone, a couple words, a couple things. I was thinking about maybe naming it after, my home. I was thinking special youngsters learning and gaining ancient resources.
Okay.
I was thinking about these just on the crest. You guys, I'm spitballing here. Just open it up.
You could do something in Sylvan, like K Sarah Sarah, but like not that phrase.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Well, the phrase I was thinking of is seeking antiquities, finding adventure.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
That's real good.
All right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. But I'm open. As final captain's council, I figured we could, I'd throw it out there.
Ogden.
Yeah, Ash.
At this school of yours.
Yeah.
Would you be needing archaeological sites to investigate?
Always.
Well, there happens to be a very, very large set of catacombs and caverns underneath this particular island. The tomb of the Stormfather and all that. And the enormous spider that used to live down there is not down there anymore, so should be relatively safe.
Oh, and you have first-hand experience with some of the iconography down there, Ogden.
Oh, yeah.
I know you weren't down there in the first place, but might be recognizable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that I haven't seen firsthand. I've probably read about. So yeah, it's perfect. Oh, ooh! It starts jotting down ideas.
Yeah. I'll talk to my sister about getting you archaeological rights to the catacombs.
This is why I brought it up. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Just jotting everything down. This is and Eclipse.
I was also thinking about rebuilding and rebranding the Acacia Grove as a boarding school for unfortunate kids who don't have anywhere else to go. Sort of like, just like nicer, like not like, a thieves guild, but like teach them life skills and, basic maths so they can have efficient checkbooks, I guess. I've been feeling really smart lately since Ogden gave me this band of intellect. So I feel like kids need to learn, like basic life skills now, but like also teaching them like martial skills.
Oh.
Yeah. As sort of like a counterpart, because like I imagine you'll be teaching like the arcane stuff, like.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if there's a I know that with your guiding hand, they could be even better at stealing and even better at making friends.
Noose is rolling the finger bone of that child around in his hand right now. But other people might not notice. He's not doing it out in the open. But
Maybe passive perception of 20. I don't know, probably not.
you'd
Probably
probably
wouldn't
notice.
notice.
You'd probably notice it, but you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You might not know what it is.
Yeah. But basically I wanted to like just give kids a home and, you know, a sort of family that I didn't really have growing up. And you guys sort of became my new family. And so I also wanted, could you guys just like strike a pose for me real quick? Like, just imagine what you would do if you were doing like posing for a statue. Because I want to make statues of all of you and put it in like the main hall. It's like a memoriam.
Let's all
Noose-
let's.
What's up?
Is there anyone else at this brunch that can actually look at us?
Nope.
Like all of us together? No one else? Damn it.
What about Icarus?
Yeah,
Oh!
you could get him to and then you could use your memory thing on him.
Yeah.
Casting code thoughts and detect thoughts. Pull that strip out and be like, oh, Eclipse. There you go.
Right. Thank you.
Like a pull.
How does everybody pose?
Noose casts disguise self on himself and makes him look like King Bruce.
Yes.
And he's like, and he's about a foot taller than what he usually is, and he's like flexing at an angle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if you can hold a pose, either fixing glasses or like that would cover the face, but maybe like fixing glasses, like that's how it accidentally ends up, like the equivalent of like accidentally
Blinking.
Right.
Leah has low on her shoulder, and she's just holding on to some like random fruit and shit she found in the forest.
Okay.
Ash just takes the trident that's the artifact of a deity, plants the pointy end in the sand, and just like leans on the hilt on his arms and just like kind of drapes himself over it.
Does Ash have the cloak of billowing?
I think I gave that to some. I gave
I
that
think
to somebody.
Eclipse has it.
Yeah, I think because I
Has
think
it.
Noose had it at one point,
Yeah.
and I know
Okay.
that's actually that might be the artifact that has actually been touched by everyone in the campaign,
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
except for maybe Leah.
I
Yeah.
did not touch
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one.
Hey,
One.
I'm gonna activate the cloak of billowing because I think I'm wearing it right now.
Or it was given
and
to
I'm just gonna
Joseph
have-
or Galen. It was given to somebody. Yeah.
I think I gave it
yeah.
to.
Oh.
We'll see.
But either way,
Arms.
I'm just gonna have Swashbuckler's Boon on one shoulder, and then the short sword of life stealing on the other, just kind of like two baseball bats crossed behind me,
Okay.
and then like strike a pose.
Fan art.
Yeah, and then so I wanted to have like statues of everyone, to like represent different morals of being a good person.
Okay. And you can easily.
So, like-
And don't have a statue of me.
Well, I feel like no, because Ash would be loyalty, because he was always forced to leave us, but when it was his choice, he always chose us. Yeah.
Real Ron Weasley of himself.
I never thought I would compare Ash to Ron Weasley. Who thought?
But you can easily encode the thoughts from Icarus,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Like a
Shake
pole.
that Polaroid.
I like all of the. I'm just a fan of all of these images we're taking of us to put up places, because like I'm a fan of like down the road someone just being able to look at them and be like, Is the sign of loyalty for the? Isn't that the devil?
Yeah, like 100 years or like 200 years later.
Yeah.
Why do we have a statue of the devil in the middle of the common room? I never understood that.
You just, after that, like talking about all the good moral traits and stuff like that, Leah is like chowing down, just enjoying this meal, and she just asked the group just really nonchalantly, "Do you think I'd make a good lich?"
I think as long as you don't
Silence.
kill anyone, I would say that makes you a good lich.
Well, I mean, like,
My standards are very low for lichdom.
like,
You have to kill to become a lich.
I don't want another fungal lich to be with the spore druids. I'd rather be somebody who can protect them. I want to rebuild them. I have a lot of time, but don't you think it could be like a good lich, not a bad one?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Good lich or a bad lich?
Like most things, you know, y'all what you make of it.
I agree with News. I think if anybody could be a good lich, it would be you, Leah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Leah goes over to Ogden and just gives him like a big hug.
Ah, you little durian cookie, you.
Though, I was just gonna say, although, not to, well, if I may play devil's advocate.
I mean, you are the devil.
Yeah, that was the joke.
I don't think you are playing devil's advocate. You are devil's advocate.
No, I'm just the devil. Anyway.
Yeah.
Eclipse. The devil's in the details.
Oh my God, no! Oh Lord! If
she puts her hand out for Noose for a high five.
Noose uses his duplicate to do it just in case.
I was just thinking. I agree with everything everyone said about you being an excellent candidate to be a good lich, but I think it might be worth considering exploring other avenues of immortality. Like, why limit yourself to lichdom? You've got time, and we'll have, if from what you told me, considerable resources. So maybe you can find something new.
Oh, that's a great thought, Ash. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss having you around for your good ideas.
Not something I'm known for usually.
It'll be interesting, for sure. I think I look forward to hearing more.
If you guys are ever on the material plane again, I'm sure Ogden and I would appreciate if you'd, be guest lecturers at our respective schools.
Oh, please, yeah. Let me check in.
If you ever trip and don't hurt yourself, it was me.
Glad you're always going to be keeping an eye on us, Noose.
I will attribute every fancy fall to you.
You can see the sun starting to kind of get a little lower, and as it does, Ash, you feel a warm sensation in your chest, roughly where your heart is. And it's not like an uncomfortable feeling, more of a serene, blissful feeling. Like sort of a feeling of peace.
I We've been at this I think we've been at this brunch for hours at this point, just talking. But I think our time might be running out.
Maybe we can get Henry to make a demi-plane so you don't have to go. But I don't think any magic could stop you from going.
Yeah. And I'm going to try and... I haven't really talked about it much, but I kind of told Leah a little bit, but I'm going to try and do what good I can with my position. My plan is to, well, you know, the blood war, demons fighting devils. My goal is to, my plan is to really just lean into that and just keep the two sides fighting each other, so material plane gets some peace, at least from that direction.
You think you could call back the devils that are on Red Dove?
Probably, yeah. There's nothing there. I could be like, you're not.
I mean,
doing
there's a mansion and.
Right, but I could be like, you're not doing anything over there. Get off your vacation. Get off your arses and come fight devils or come fight demons. Yeah. Probably do that. I'm also going to be. I'm going to be making one of my. I'm going to try and make for human worshippers, making demon hunting a big part of the deal.
But only the bad ones.
Well, okay. If they're on the material plane, they're probably bad ones. But yes, I'll do my best.
Leah just from the letters she was writing earlier in the day. She just tries to. Obviously, she can't do this secretly, but she thinks she is. In her heart of hearts, she's just secretly putting letters into each of your bags or your pockets.
I pretend not to notice.
Yeah, same with news.
We all pretend not to notice.
Ash actually doesn't.
Okay.
Including Henry, wherever he is here.
You know, he's off.
Yeah, he's on.
Coordinating everything. Yeah. Henry's the one with a job here.
Yeah.
He's the
We're all
only
a bunch
adult.
of freeloaders. Honestly, Henry was the only adult in this entire party.
Which
The
is
only
concerning.
adult supervision.
Ogden did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feeling just is radiating.
Ogden had the one brain cell most of the time.
The sun's getting a little lower.
Ash,
Yeah.
you putting out you're radiating a funk. What's going on, buddy?
I think my clock's ticking. I can feel it. I think that's what that is. I don't really know, but I think that's what it is.
Hi.
Actually, News, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, can we just go over here real quick?
Yeah. Noose just does to everyone else. What's up?
Alright, so we don't have a lot of time here, but I was thinking, what do you think about one last prank?
Oh, jeez. Never say last.
Well, alright, one more prank. How about that?
Oh my, we'll do one more.
I'm trying to think of ideas though.
You know, I could resurrect some kid for Ogden and Eclipse to take care of. At least
okay,
till they
alright.
get him back to Silgar.
Okay, no, that sounds like that's more than a prank. That's a responsibility. That's a child's life you're playing with. That
Neither
might-
of us are prepared to be parents.
Maybe this might take you by surprise, Ash.
Mhm.
But I'm not very good at pranks.
What? You're like the prank man. You've spent like the past 3 years doing nothing. You've been like the king
Listen.
of pranks.
I killed somebody with one of my pranks, for one,
All right.
and Everyone else was just kind of upset when I did them. Later. Now, my pranks are great against people we don't like.
Well, true.
They're
That's
great, but all of my pranks to people I actually like have been very bad.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know you set them some pretty like there was like tripwires and stuff and like pies and things like those were pretty good.
I mean, they're all right, but I don't know. You've come up with some doozies.
Well, only one I can think about is the time I set up the portable hole full of swamp water and you stepped into it.
Well, I mean, if you're disappearing, I mean, we could set the stage for something. Give you a good send off.
Could do that.
I
But
can.
you're disappearing too.
Hey, maybe not the same time. We don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
today. Look,
Yeah.
clock's ticking. All right.
Listen, I'd love to do another prank with you, but we got a lot of time.
That's true. That's true.
I think we should spend time with Eclipse and Ogden as long as we can.
Yeah, that's right. What do you say to a interplanar prank war once we get all settled in?
Oh, it's on.
All right. Give me something to look forward to.
Let's go. Better be ready.
Oh, you better be ready.
My hands full. You don't even know it, yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah, it's nearing sunset.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the table.
Right.
As they return, I cast Prestidigitation on both of their seats so that it sounds like they sit on whoopee cushions.
She beat us to she wait look, two. We had all this time to plan. She just off the cut. I think Eclipse might be the best at pranks, actually.
I mean, wait, were you guys trying to prank us?
We were
Is that
trying
what
to
you went
think.
off to do?
We were trying to think of one, but honestly, we couldn't think of a good one in like 5 minutes, so we decided against it.
When in doubt, whoopee cushion or hand buzzer?
What's
Come
a
on.
hand buzzer?
I mean, I think there was like one time we got like a magic stone and like in News had me like do a handshake and it shocked me. I think that happened one time. It was like when
Before
we
the
were
campaign.
yeah. It was when we were still with the Iron Ball.
All right.
It was actually how News and I first met and how we started pranking together.
Oh.
Are you you're talking about the Iron Bull? You mean that guy I beat wrestling?
Oh yeah, that's right. You met him in the
Yeah, you
afterlife.
sure did,
That's
Ogden.
right.
Yeah. How? But yeah.
That's gonna be your positive attribute is strength in the face of adversity.
Ash,
Yeah.
go on for the road. And he grabs one of the legs from off of one of the animals that was on the thing, and he just chucks it at him from across the way. One for the road.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh boy. This will be melee, unarmed, unarmed.
Improvised weapon.
Which is the same as unarmed for me, I
Yep.
think. 14.
I know. I'm gonna take Demon Feign. I'm just gonna try and skewer it on the fork.
It's hard to focus with tears in your eyes, guys.
Sleight of hand check.
Oh boy, sleight of hand check. If there's one skill Ash is not proficient in. I got a 9.
Into the sand.
All right, yeah, just pass me one. Just pass me one.
Okay.
Thank you. I think it's getting to be about that time for me. I don't know about the other two of you that are going to be leaving, but I should probably be hitting the old dusty trail.
just to really hit home a phrase, thank you for always coming back.
I'll do my best to live up to that this time.
Yeah.
You know, you ever want to call, just set up a pentagram, sacrifice a goat, light some candles, clear my schedule.
Yeah, well, that'll be all the goth kids at my school will be super into it.
You'll always be welcome in my lair, Ash.
I appreciate that.
Maybe I can teach you devils how to garden.
Maybe, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
She just goes over. Big squeeze.
All right. Noose.
Yeah.
It's been a great couple of years.
Eat my butt. Have fun.
And keep an eye out.
You know it. Jeez. You get out of here.
Give him a pat on the back.
Okay.
Eclipse. Try to stay out of trouble. You're gonna have kids you're responsible for.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ogden.
Yeah.
Aside from the mummy thing, you've been pretty good at avoiding death and trouble, actually. So keep on doing what you do.
Yeah, you know, people always talk about how I have daddy issues, but I really have mummy issues.
Oh.
80s cut as we all go like.
Freeze frame.
Sorry, I needed one more.
Yep. I'll
Let that simmer until your next visit,
I'll miss that.
and I'll miss your begrudging chortles.
Enjoy plundering the tomb of the guy that possessed me for 2 years.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do. Oh, that's. I was gonna say we're gonna do weird stuff to his body. But it seems rude. It seems
I mean, Dustin and I double killed him. We found him in the afterlife and we threw his body off a cliff. So like, screw that guy.
Yeah, we will. You know what? You know, a more appropriate thing is we will accurately record, catalog, and discover, and archive his, worldly possessions.
Sounds perfect.
Mm.
Leah, I'll do my best to visit. All right. I'm gonna go take a walk.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah.
Just follow the path of the ash trees and you'll find me there.
I will. I'm gonna go visit with one right now. And Ash is gonna head up, take a little meander around on the new estate, around the vineyards,
Mm-hmm.
meander up the cliff to a lightning split ash tree.
You get there and Dustin's waiting there. I had a feeling you'd come this way.
Yeah, well, it's where it's all started for me. It seems appropriate. That's where it's all kind of. I don't want to say where it ends, but where it moves on to the next thing.
Are you sure I can't come with you?
Yeah. You deserve to live a long, happy life. And that's not the kind of thing you can have in the Nine Hells.
Yeah, that's true. I guess your sisters are going to need... Well, they're not going to need any help, but having an extra pair of hands around to help rebuild would be nice, I imagine.
Yeah, and also an extra pair of hands to live for yourself.
Yeah, I should probably do that for once.
Yeah, go out, find a life, live it, be happy.
You know, I'm going to try talking to you. I'm going to try talking to you when you're gone.
I'll do my best to answer.
Do you want me to stay? Well, yeah. Do whatever it is.
I'm not quite sure what it is, but I don't think it'll take long. It's
Well,
up to you.
I think I'll stay. Make sure you're not alone.
All right.
And as the two of you stand there and the sun gets lower and lower, you hear a voice from the tree. And it says, "It's time, me lord."
You have a name in there?
And as you look, there is an infernal-looking tear in the tree, and sitting there is a cambion, and beyond the cambion is a throne room. You can give me one. I'm new.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Brand new, born yesterday or something?
Sort of.
All right.
Don't remember much about my mortal life, but...
Oh, you were immortal, I see.
All mortal souls turn into devils, so...
All of them?
Well, not all of them. All the bad ones.
I'm gonna call you Bjorksnice 2.
Interesting. I'm fine
Alright.
with it.
You better be.
I don't know why that name rings a bell, but sure.
Oh my god, is it actually Bjorksnice? I'm gonna step up to the tree, put a hand up against the wood again. Oh. Could have had a worse namesake. Say to the tree. Look over my shoulder at Dustin. Try to keep the material plane safe for me while I'm gone.
Do what I can.
Alright. Meet the new boss. Very different from the old boss. Let's get started, folks. I'll step through the tear.
As you pass through the doorway, you feel a little split. And you look backwards, and Dustin rushes to the tear and grabs your mortal body as it falls into his arms. And you find yourself in a large throne room. Bas reliefs of Asmodeus carved into the rusted-looking metal walls, and these reliefs begin to shift and change into your visage. And the cambion leads you towards a throne of black iron and motions for you to sit.
I'll go over and sit down. Demon Fane at my side.
And the cambion puts an infernal-looking crown on your head and smiles and says, "What is your first order, me lord?"
First order, huh? We got two for you. We're cutting off all of the mortals that get power from the Nine Hells right now. All the clerics and paladins, they're cut off for the time being. I'll address them in a minute.
Sounds good.
And then gather up the dukes. I've got some instructions.
So be it. And you glance over at that infernal doorway that you step through and watch as it begins to close once and for all. And that's where we're going to take a break. So we'll be back here in a few minutes to finish off the rest of this. We still got more stuff to do, more endings for people, and then we got to end the campaign. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. So break time, and maybe see what Henry's up to. Who knows? Break time. All right. Hello! We're back with the second half of our finale episode and the last half ever of Beneath the Tide. So, Ash has left to take on his duty, leaving the rest of you at the beach as the sun is setting, or getting to the point of setting.
It's gonna be weird not to hear him shouting.
You can probably still hear him shouting, Eclipse.
It's gonna be weird not having him destroy monsters in front of us. Do you that felt super sudden. Does anyone else need to disappear so we can
Yeah, can we just take it all at once instead of like having it slow and painful?
Hey,
Because that
with him,
sucked.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Henry?
I was gonna ask, like, oh boy.
When did you guys show up?
Yeah, so yeah, maybe I haven't been the most transparent, but I will be leaving the material plane as well. Might have caught on.
Yeah. Are you going to be captain of the Rose Court then?
I'm gonna have fun where I can. and, you know, just rub out the stink of the last guy who was there. Million's done a great job already.
I think she's done a pretty good job. Plenty of elbow grease.
Yeah. Hey, let's get the logistics down on this. With you and Marion. Do you want me to send her your way when I go? Or do you want me to hold off a bit until later?
I let Mom decide how much time she needs with her youngest, and then we'll be ready for her. The house will be ready whenever she's ready.
Oh, because I'm gonna kick all of them out of my damn house.
Oh yeah, no, kick the other two out. They got it. They know better.
All right, I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely. No, kick the other two or the three out if you're counting the poochies there.
All right, just making sure you don't have a problem with it.
Oh no. But let him know to come back to Mom's house in Silver.
All right.
That's where I'll be posting up.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. You got everything?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah, you and Eclipse, you got everything? I got. And he's trying to think of as many things as possible and that might be in his bag of holding. Sometimes they're not there, sometimes they are, and he's like, oh, I forgot that was in there.
You know, it'd be pretty valuable. And I don't know, I think you mentioned it before, it'd be pretty valuable to, I don't know how you feel, Eclipse, but it'd be pretty valuable for a school with kids, and table edges and door jams and what have you, to have those potions of healing. There are still lots of traps in archaeological sites. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's 16 regular healing potions and 2 graders.
50-50?
Absolutely. Perfect, thank you. You said greater?
Yeah, so each of you would get 1 greater.
And 8 regular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and if I don't see him, here's Maywin's sending stone. You might need to talk to someone else. I mean, I can cast it anyway, so might be better left with someone else.
I was gonna try to hire Malin. We have a pseudo agreement.
Catch.
I fumble it a little bit in surprise. My eyes are starting to get a little bleary.
What were you gonna say, Leo?
As he's giving them potions, Leah just kind of goes into her bag and goes up to Noose. I have a potion for you if you want to play a couple of pranks in the Feywild. And she hands you the one potion she made, the potion of mechanism.
Turns whoever drinks it into a myconid.
Nice.
It's a homebrew one. I'll add it to your character sheet just for shits and giggles.
Nice.
It's the blow of the prank war.
It is but the first soldier of the prank war.
The devil will be a mushroom for a little bit.
I'm going to explain what this potion does because I don't think I ever got the chance to.
That would have been perfect for How to Get Ash to be able to come visit.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking rad.
It's a vibrant blue potion with a glowing blue mushroom that floats in the center, unmoving. When drinking the potion, a non-willing creature must succeed on a DC 19 Charisma saving throw, or turn into a myconid adult without retaining any of their abilities, class features, etc. This lasts until dispelled, but after 24 hours, these changes become permanent.
I'm just imagining.
So she gives you 1, and she keeps the other 3. Because I made more.
Nice.
Just imagining one of Ash's devils coming back from the Feywild and Ash being like, "What happened to you?"
Wouldn't be able to. It'd be a myconid.
like somehow coming back for comedic effect.
Yeah,
Fun fact, if I were to drink it, I wouldn't be able to succeed because I have a -3 in my charisma.
so Leah hands you that little potion.
Oh.
So you
Coulda.
always have some mushrooms along the way, you know?
Did she ever explain to Noose what it actually does? If she didn't, Noose will be like, what's it do?
Don't.
What's it do?
She just whispers in the ear, it's like, it'll turn somebody into a big mushroom, basically. So don't drink it.
Oh, all right.
And without even thinking, just giant hug around him.
Whoa.
Leah, as you hug Noose, there's a smell of mold and fungus. Everyone else can smell it, but it hits you harder, almost overpowering your senses. And you feel a hand rest upon your shoulder. And those of you that are here can see a figure standing behind Leah. A small gnome with a long beard and a curled red hat, smoking from a gnarled wooden pipe, purple smoke billowing out from it. And he's smiling at everyone that's here. You all did wonderfully. The world survives. The people of Del Nasser will know all you risked, all you sacrificed for this victory. And it is good that only one of the artifacts were powered. However, that cost has led to this, and a promise must be kept. He turns to Leah and snaps his fingers, and you all see this shimmering, vibrant array of lights engulf Leah, and the mushrooms and moss that grow for her become more vibrant in color, more healthy, more natural. Lo, Leah's skeletal cat perches on her shoulder, and it too becomes more vibrant, flesh and fur regrowing to form a living, breathing, and importantly, healthy cat once more. However, there are some new Fey-like distinctions. This is no longer a mortal cat, or an undead cat. The spore druids need a better path, a less parasitic one. They must be shown a path of compassion and of love. Build a safe haven for their pilgrimage. Make them better. When you're ready to leave, return to me, and your circle will be complete. And he kind of steps off to the side and sits on a toadstool that appears and continues to smoke from his pipe.
Hey, Noose. We match.
Oh, you look great.
Just another, just like big squeeze.
You like radiating the best parts. And he like hugs you back pretty enthusiastically. He's like all about it. He loves this.
Meow.
Maybe we can get Fungalile to, send messages between us.
I can do that myself. We're good.
Yeah, you guys can do that yourselves. You don't need me.
Hey,
Believe me,
it's
you'll
always
find
nice
me
to see
annoying after a
familiar
couple years.
faces.
Yeah. Well, you and
Yeah.
I, we're gonna be good. It's Ogden and Eclipse, okay? Them guys, we might not see very often. Alright? And he gives you a really strong shoulder hug.
Meow.
And she goes over to Eclipse and Ogden. And just goes to Eclipse. Be careful where you throw your daggers.
Hey, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Stay curious, Leah.
I will. My shoulder still kind of hurts every now and again, but I'll always remember you.
And how you?
She gives you a big hug.
I hug her back.
Hey, Ogden.
Yeah.
The tea will always be ready for you.
Oh, I feel the exact same. I'll always have there'll always be a cup ready for you. And there's gonna be a whole chapter about making friends with botanical wonders and fungus and all
If
that.
you're ever looking to bring some of your little ones, your students, there we go, that's the word. If you're ever looking to go on an adventure, I can teach them a few things. You know, those who are interested in the history of the plants. You're always welcome.
Oh, and I know that if I have any students with impulse control problems, you'll be the perfect summer intensive for them.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And she just kind of looks at Ogden and just big old hug.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks for giving me a hand when I didn't have that hand. She just kind of like whittles this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Thanks for always being unabashedly you. Being absolutely fearlessly you.
She just like smiles and she pulls the three of you in for a group hug. I know a mushroom smells a little overpowering, but I'm just glad we can all smell it right now together.
Hey, Leah.
After she's done her...
Can I
Yeah,
can I take one
Eclipse?
of these? I was thinking about maybe starting a garden.
Of course! She gives you one.
I take it and I stick it in my pouch.
Okay.
It's gonna start a mushroom garden on the roof.
Wait, that's the worst place for a mushroom.
I never said she was good at gardening.
Why aren't they growing?
Aren't they growing? Why are they all dry and
Getting
shriveled?
plenty of sunlight, plenty of water.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
You find out just accidentally that they grow really well at the bottom of the ship.
And time Ogden sees her, he doesn't have the heart to tell her. Just casts freaking
Just a
Liam-
perpetual
Liam
cloud
and
roof
Tiny
over
Hut.
the.
like Opeg Leoman's tiny hut on top to try and give them some life. Like trying to
Remove it, yeah.
opaque ceiling, lots of extra just spilling water everywhere. Trying to
and as she exits the group hug, she just kind of looks at everybody one last time and looks at the sunset, just kind of nods and kind of gives Lo a little scratch.
Meow.
Jingles her shoes that Sigmund made her.
Mm-hmm. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
And she gives Henry's note to Ogden and Eclipse to give to him if they see him. Just entrust that with them. And she goes over to Fungal Isle.
Okay. And as you reach towards Fungal Isle, he nods at your friends, gives them a smile, and in the blink of an eye, there's a gust of wind, and where Leah stood is the briefest trace of shimmering spores floating in the wind before disappearing. Fungal Isle remains.
Guys, she's dead. He did it. Fungal finally just did it. He decided to kill her.
That's right.
I knew it was coming.
She does. She's dusted.
That's right. She's done. And yeah, he's still
done?
he's still sitting there.
I can't believe you. We have a blood war going now.
Yeah.
You and me, we're going at it.
He's still sitting there smoking from the pipe. Turns his attention towards Noose.
Come here! He rushes at him and gives him like a tackle. He's like, I'll take you down for everything you've done.
All right. Stands up. Then, with a puff of purple smoke from his pipe, the smoke begins to form into a doorway, only visible to you, Noose. A doorway of gnarled branches and autumn-colored leaves. And beyond this doorway, the lush green expanse of the Feywild.
All right, so, Eclipse, Ogden. What's up? We got any last things to say to me?
You send the freeloaders to my house and tell Mom we'll have everything ready and that we love her and to take her time saying goodbye to her baby boy. That's you.
All right. Eclipse.
She casts prestidigitation to make it sound like a little fart from behind Noose. Can't do it right now. Noose. You are my oldest and best friend. And I will forever treasure all the adventures we went on. And all the pranks we pulled. And that one time we sunk an island.
One time? I think we did that at least twice.
I'm gonna miss you, Noose.
I'm gonna miss you guys too.
Hey, can I pick you up?
You can definitely try.
I'm gonna try to pick him up and hug him.
Your arms go through him, and you hear the duplicate say, "This is an automated message from Noose." I love you guys. Take care. I really couldn't I couldn't. I think I might have just stayed if I would have had one last hug. I'm already gone. One last pank, I guess. Love you guys.
Love you too, Noosey.
And Fungal turns to the two of you and says, keep your eyes peeled. Once a year, during the reunion of Glades. And with that, he disappears too. Just leaving Ogden and Eclipse on the beach.
Acacia Grove, it's here on the island, huh?
It's on Balena Azul, but it's on the way to Soga.
Do you need a ride? I have a ship with a giant's heart that is super easy to manage with one right now.
We can take the scenic route.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I just gotta let Bror know, and I gotta make sure we get him home. I made a promise.
Yeah. We'll keep in touch, won't we?
Oh, come on, of course. You know exactly where my house is.
It's a lot harder for me to get to you than it is for you to come to me.
Yeah, but you're growing in strength every day. You'll I don't think there's a world in which you wouldn't send me a message until I visited.
You're damn right.
You send me the nerds, and I'll send you the street toughs.
Deal. I'll let you know when there's a room ready for a teleportation circle.
Yeah, the old. I'm gonna turn my dad's yoga studio into a teleportation circle in Mom's house, so he can do his yoga in the yard.
Yeah, that's all he deserves.
Yeah, we'll we'll be able to make that work. We're losing the light, I think.
Yeah. I think we can watch the sun set below the horizon. Just a few minutes more.
You want to do it from the deck of one of the best ships?
Sure. I'd like nothing more.
Okay. You two make your way to Thror, and it's sitting in the docks where you left it. The Kuatoa that survived the conflict are still there. Also sitting there, not on the ship, is Monkfish. And he's holding a bottle in his hands. A familiar looking bottle with a ship inside of it.
He did give you the Void Maw!
Yeah.
Did he tell you how to activate it? Did he give you
Fuck. Nope.
Just so the other guys know how it activates.
Oh, we know.
Monkfish does not.
Absolutely.
Nope. I was actually interested in getting back into the merchant business, and I thought this would be a good step to do that.
So our home, Monkfish,
Yep.
as you know, has one of the grandest silk merchant is one of the grandest silk merchant hubs in the world. Sorry, I had a lot of brunch, a little burpy. Some of us had mimosas.
It's all good. I had some stuff too.
Yeah, we've been making a day of it. What I'm trying to say is, if you're looking to, if you ever need a place to port, come to Silgar. Come to Sunspear.
I will do that as soon as I get the ship out of the bottle.
Oh, well, if you help me man this ship for one last ride to Silgar, I can tell you how to get it out of that ship, how to get it out of the bottle.
Deal.
And that's how you make a deal.
All right, well, he gets on board.
You're the only one who can keep the Kuatoa in line.
That's true. That's true.
All what? 2 of them that are left?
Hey, excuse you.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, there's 3. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so sassy. Excuse. Can I go and try to find Henry? Because he wasn't at brunch, was he?
Nope.
Okay.
But yes, you can.
Yeah. I just wanna. Hey, Henry.
Oh, yes.
Just thought I should let you know that the others are gone, and Ogden and I were heading back up north to Silga by way by way of Belena Azul.
Oh, all right. Gone? Where did they go?
Well,
No one tells Henry anything.
Nope.
I figured
He
I should
knows
tell
about
him.
Leah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, I know about Leah. She mentioned
Yeah.
that this morning.
Well, Ish is the new king of hell.
Are you fucking kidding me?
In fact,
I
I'm
feel
dead
like that's
serious.
it. No one told me.
I feel like you would have found out eventually.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he said something about reviving the Blood Wolves before he left.
Oh, hell yeah. That's okay. All right.
Yeah,
kick
so
ass.
you might have fun with that.
I mean, I'm still on vacation.
Yeah, but when you get back, it'll be in full force.
Yeah, you'll have
Probably.
friends in high places, or rather,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably a
That's
level up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyway, what about Noose?
Well, Noose was so rude. He left a freaking voicemail when he
What's a
left.
voicemail?
I don't know. He left his duplicate and it had a recorded message on it because I tried to hug him and he just poofed. I love him, but man, do I hate him right now.
Where did he poof to?
The Feywild. I think he's taking over the position of that dude we killed that had taken Marion.
yeah, Thalrin, that
Yeah.
stinky butthole.
So wait, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Ash is the king of hell.
Yes.
Noose is an archfey,
Yes.
and Leah is a demon lord.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
All right, what planes of existence are you two going to rule over?
This
We're-
one? I mean, I'm staying here.
We're both becoming. I mean, we're
Yeah.
both going to rule over academia.
Yeah, it's a surprising turn of fate for me.
That's good too, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the endings to our stories aren't quite so grand, but you know.
We're the lords of play instead of the lords of high school.
Yeah. We became high school principals, baby.
You'll probably be happier, honestly. The Nine Hells and the Abyss are kind of terrible. The Feywild's nice, but
We had a good time in the Feywild world that I can remember.
Feywild can be a nightmare too.
yeah, if you're in charge of it, though.
True.
But Henry, the second reason I wanted to come ask you or talk to you is I wanted to know if you wanted to be, like a visiting lecturer, like teach the students, the importance of laws and proper documentation.
Oh. Well, I suppose yes. I've been an active lawyer for quite some time now. Recently, I've moved into public policy, becoming a baron. Is he a baron?
Yeah, he's Baron.
Yeah, recently becoming a baron. I've moved into public policy, so I've been brushing up on my extranational governmental laws. So, oh yes, I could teach constitutional law. I could teach criminal law.
Well, I was more thinking teaching them how to get away with stuff by finding loopholes.
I see. Defense lawyer. Yeah, defense law. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
I'm quite well versed in that as well.
Yeah.
And very similarly, I was thinking you could maybe help the students at my institution find legal ways around certain provisional and local red tape, as it were, to dig sites and such.
Oh, I'm sure I could come up with something. Plus, I mean, given with the whole council and everything prior to yesterday, I have quite a few new acquaintances among world leaders and everything. So I could probably just send a few letters to some new friends that I made, and perhaps see what we can do.
Well, I was kind of hoping that it could just be, you for me.
Well, yeah,
'cause,
I met with Ogden and the red tape.
Oh yeah,
and
of course with
side.
Ogden.
No,
Yeah.
that's from my side. Yes.
All right, fine. Yeah, I get. I'm not jealous. Fine.
Oh gosh, I imagine that a good friend Henry would be able to be on retainer for a reasonable and nominal fee. I don't mean to put words into anyone's mouth, but
Yes, I'm. Let's just say I'm quite comfortable, financially speaking, lately. So, yes, some pro bono work is not wouldn't be any trouble at all.
Yeah, and I don't imagine, I don't imagine, I mean, I don't mean to speak for Eclipse, but I don't imagine that she'll gouge you, knowing the cost that you incurred from a demon attack on your home. I don't imagine that she'll gouge you because she knows the strife and the cost of rebuilding after a meteor attack. I don't imagine
that. Yes,
I don't imagine.
Can I punch Ogden in the shoulder, like in the back of the shoulder?
Yeah.
Not to hurt him, but just to get him to stop talking.
Yeah.
I don't like. Yeah. Oh. That. Oh. She
Now,
dead armed me. She dead armed me.
Yeah, I know how it is to have to rebuild. I'm gonna have to rebuild all of the Acacia Grove after all this. So yeah, I know what that's gonna be like. If you ever want to exchange, receipts, like compare contractor prices, we could definitely do that. Also,
All right,
if you
well-
have any spare chunks of granite, I'm thinking like at least like 9 by 4 by 4.
It's a very specific number.
Yeah. Well, like I want to get some statues commissioned.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Also,
we can
could you
find
do a little pose for me, real quick?
Oh, sure.
Great. Hey, Ogden, do you mind?
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second. I stare at him, unblinkingly.
Is this a show?
It's great. It's great, Henry. It's
All right,
great.
thank you. All right, you're
And
welcome.
I give her that for that as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Couldn't do without you. I was speaking. I couldn't do. God. I couldn't do it without you, Ogden.
I'm a prize. What can I say?
I don't mean to intrude, and Kelvin approaches, because Kelvin and Henry work together.
Yeah.
My assistant.
You could forego the contractor cost, because you could just use the stone shape spell.
Oh, that's true. We could find. Yeah. Well, I have some. I have some quite good relations with some mages from the Soulspire Academy, and if they're in need of spellcasting practice, yes.
And I know the spell as well.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's right. We still need to go over what spells you know.
I know one called Sunder.
That sounds helpful.
It's not. It disintegrates a random limb.
That sounds
Ooh.
impressive.
Wow.
Yes.
I know a spell that makes your limbs change.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
No.
Oh, fair. That's very fair.
Well, if you let me show you mine,
So you mind if you show me yours?
a random limb does get disintegrated, though.
I know how to
No.
get
You know
rid of specific
But I-
limbs with magic. And I pull out my sword.
No, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm just attached to all of my limbs, so I don't really.
Likewise.
Right
Yeah,
there.
same here.
Oh, where's Noose? I wanted to give him something.
Oh, well, about that. Ogden, you want to do the honors?
Noose went to the Feywild to evict my dad and sister,
Oh,
and
I can go there anytime
my
then.
mom.
It's all good.
Great. Yeah, perfect. Love it.
But, yeah, Henry, I've been looking for contractors regarding rebuilding the manor.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Very expensive.
Oh, I would assume so, but well, let's see.
I wish we could have gotten our hands on the devils that did it.
True, yes. Though I mean, the ship fell to the bottom of the ocean, so hopefully,
We could
whatever
go,
malfunctioned.
we could go spelunking.
That's true. We could. Well, Ash would probably make that a priority to get them back. Open
How
up
many
a portal
remnants
there.
of tiny servants would be left in there?
Oh, a fuck ton.
At least 10. At
Oh,
least.
absolutely.
Well,
But yes, we'll get the funds together and everything. We could probably pick through the wreckage. There's that solid gold statue of Asmodeus that is probably no longer magical.
Oh,
that will
right.
sell for quite a bit.
oh yeah, that's
Dig
true.
that out of the wreckage, yeah.
If you ever find yourself with a surplus, the New Moon School of Hard Knocks would not say no to a generous donation.
Well, we'll have to see once we rebuild the manor what we have left over and everything for operating
This is
costs.
so
But
fucked.
yes, I suppose. I mean, if it's for a good cause and for children, then I suppose yes.
Yeah, it's definitely 100% for raising children and teaching them life skills.
Well, all right then.
And the money that I saved will go to scholarships for kids at where did I? I'm still looking for a name, but I think something. Ogden School for Gifted Youngsters, something like that.
Well, that sounds very interesting. I'll probably do what I can to expedite the study of law on Colla de Cuervos, and perhaps focus on international law as well, and perhaps we'll end up with a surplus, and we'll end up with new lawyers wandering the world in search of law to practice.
Oh, that's the next great evil we'll have to defeat.
Oh, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
You say that now.
This entire whole thing was what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly, yeah. You could give Ash a law degree and he'll try to take over the plane again.
Hopefully he decides not to do that, especially since the one that killed, if I'm not mistaken, the one that did the killing of Asmodeus was Ash, so he won't be around to kill the new Asmodeus, which is him. Though I'm sure the rest of you could take him.
I that sounds.
I don't think I'll be alive by the time Ash gets a law degree.
He's not the most studious. Boy, do I know studying. Henry, did we ever tell you about the time that Bruce was the name that Noose chose for when he wanted to be a fancy king?
You mentioned that actually just the other day when you filled me in on everything.
Yeah, no, it's just it's so funny that it's coincidental that you named your clay golem Bruce.
It really is, yes. Oh, actually, now that I think about that, speaking of Bruce, I built him with the book that you all gave me, and in the aftermath, he was expressly designed for helping with yesterday. So with that all taken care of, I have a staff full of vampires and Kelwyn, so plus myself, I don't really need a clay golem around anymore, but perhaps a school of wizard archaeologists could benefit.
That's very cool.
Absolutely. I excitingly and very specifically accept. I think that a clay golem would be invaluable if on digs. I think a clay golem, helping defend new tomb raiders with me.
Oh no, there's gonna be a clay golem in the one shot.
There doesn't, I don't foresee him having to go on every mission.
Campus security seems like perhaps a better use.
Yeah,
protecting the dormitories, that sort of thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is that an ever-present reminder of the friendship that you and I shared, the intellectual. No offense to present company, but I do feel like we shared a specifically intellectual curiosity on this voyage.
I suppose we did. Also, that reminds me, if you ever come across any texts or anything, tablets, that you can't decipher, I still have that thing where I can read anything written, regardless of if I know the language. So, old, forgotten languages, that sort of thing, writing, ciphers, I can help out with any of those if you just send them my way.
Oh yeah. I mean, boy, do I have a library for you to take a look at. You know, I could even I've got a specific book. Yeah, the you should take this specific book and take a look at it. It's the Dalshadar spellbook. It has Nistral's magic aura, summon greater demon, and animated objects are the 3 spells it has.
Oh, well.
Now that's a loan.
All right, well, I'll give it a look.
Yeah, that's a loan. So
It had a 10th level spell on it too.
so you know, come back to Silgar and visit me, and we'll trade more books.
Certainly. Especially because, well, I'll definitely return this because it's purely academic for me. I wish I could copy these spells over, but alas.
Oh well, you know, there's I'm starting a school of arcane and archaeological importance. So if you
Perhaps
ever...
I can resume my studies.
Oh, absolutely. You could maybe we'll do some sort of
Multi-class.
some
All
sort of
classes.
well, I was gonna say it'll be we'll have an adult learning annex set up in the within the school. So if you want to come back and take some remedial magic courses to learn more spells, let me know.
Right, I'll keep that in mind.
Perfect.
And if you either of you two find yourselves on Cala de Cuervos, stop by when we're done rebuilding.
Yeah, let me know if there's anything. If you find any see any evidence of ancient tombs or anything, let me know, and we'll send a crew.
I mean, we haven't got around to exploring the graveyard that the Bellwins had.
Just like furiously taking those out. Okay, cool. Alright.
There's like the mausoleum back there, so
That's true, that's true.
I would beware of the hedge animals, though.
What kind of hedge
That's
animal?
all I'm going to say. Isn't the mystery intriguing?
Maybe that's where some of my students can come in.
Alright. Well, it was nice to see both of you. I wish you luck on your travels.
All right. Well,
I have to go wrangle some vampires to see where they got off to. Hopefully they're
Oh, yes, we should keep an eye on them.
Yes, hopefully they're not drinking the locals.
Yeah, that would not be good for public relations.
I don't think they will. They've been pretty keen on only eating animals, but
Well, there's a lot of vampire monkeys in this forest, in this jungle.
ooh, do we need vampire monkeys?
I don't think we do, honestly. That sounds like more trouble to handle than it's worth.
That's
I
true.
think they're an invasive species. It might disrupt the ecosystem.
I'm sure there'll be things here that could handle it. There is a jungle. Well, goodbye.
Hi, Kelwin.
keep it. You know, just keep on trucking.
That's what I always do.
Don't lose your head.
Oh, that was in poor taste. That is in very poor taste.
What? Really? I thought.
Ha! That was actually pretty good. And walks off.
See, he liked it. He liked it.
I mean, there's a
Or
certain.
did he?
Did he? Can I make an insight check to see if he liked it?
You're looking at his back.
Oh.
He's
There's
walking off.
Eclipse. You shouldn't have said that, and then like a low 5, like. So, what
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was bad.
in poor taste, but
Yeah, Kelwin walks off to go wrangle whatever vampires he and Henry brought to Dawnbreak Cove.
Oh, well, let's probably get going. Oh, I'll make sure to put guest rooms in the new manor, but I'm actually rebuilding it smaller than before.
Yeah, it was a big. I think we only explored like 3 of like 7 floors. I think.
It may have been more than there was a lot. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Silly devils.
Yeah,
But
sorry about that.
why? Oh, you mean like a general sense?
Yeah, just a
of
general
course, of course.
apology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I was thinking of rebuilding it smaller, and using the rest of the grounds to build a more robust government building, a sort of keep it out of a residency, a bit more of a municipal building, if you will, sort of less manor and lordly, and more of a building, a sort of a municipal building of the people.
Yeah. Modesty is a better color on you than opulence, I'd say.
I after living for a bit in that a very large manor, I kept getting lost. It was, I prefer a bit more simple life than that.
Yeah.
And with all the governing I'm going to do, some extra offices for personnel would be much more appreciated for some efficient governance.
Yeah, you strike me as a beige man.
Why, thank you.
You're quite welcome. I meant it with the most compliment I could. It's a beautiful color. Most of my home is beige.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you'll have to make your way and visit. If you, I'll scry on your respective schools every once in a while to see how they're doing.
Oh, please do. We'll be in touch. There's like I said, certainly teaching for trade in my school. I'll anytime you come to give those workshops, you'll certainly be learning yourself.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes.
And I'd love to have you come visit as an adjunct teacher.
I would love to.
Perfect.
What he said. It's been a long day. I'm not quite as elegant as Ogden is right now.
That's perfectly understandable. You had a long day yesterday as well, defeating the Lord of Hell.
Yeah, I actually died.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah, I was actually. Ogden almost died.
That.
Yeah, Ogden was like 30 days from dying, and I actually died. It was intense.
I did see that actually, because I teleported Ogden into the fight, and there you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got killed by Asmodeus.
Yes,
I was his last victim.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh, you can. Yes, that's an honorable title.
Yeah.
Last victim.
The last victim. That's really a bad title.
Asmodeus.
The last victim of Asmodeus. God. Well, we should prepare the ship to leave port.
Yeah, I think Monkfish has definitely been getting them ready. So let's go to the ship.
Okay.
All right.
Well, as you make your way towards the ship, got some little fun stuff to do real quick first before we end the session. Noose. What does Noose's first year or so look like at the Rose Court in the Feywild?
So he's been trying to find the right time to do this. But he's eventually going to attempt to resurrect that child, the finger bone that he's been carrying around for a while.
Okay.
He's going to do that, and he's gonna try to, depending on how things go, he's just gonna try and tutor him and prepare him for something in the future.
Okay.
Outside of that, he's gonna get rid of that stank that's been all up in this Rose Court for a while now. Essentially a cleansing purge. He's gonna...
So much sage.
There's so much sage. It's all over the place. He's gonna band together with all of those creatures that had appeared to assist Marion. What were they called, Justin?
Give me one sec. I'll pull them up.
They were like little
Boggles.
gnome-like
They're called
creatures.
boggles.
Boggles, yeah. He's gonna band together with them.
There's like
He-
50 living in the house in all sorted places.
Yeah, he finds a kinship with them because he kind of, I don't know, he kind of has a more insidious slant to him because of his goblin, like natural goblin features, but he definitely feels a kinship to their like trying to make friends with people who normally wouldn't like want to have friends
Okay.
type of thing. You know, they know in their heart that some people are lonely, and even though they know that those people are kind of difficult to be friends with, they, you know, it's something that they get fulfillment from, like making someone feel like they have a purpose, either because they're annoying them and it gives them a purpose to be like have some type of emotion outward, either whether it's annoyance or anger or whatever. Like there's an acknowledgement that psychologically filling in that gap can give someone, the person that they're doing that to, fulfillment in that they actually matter to someone. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of gonna adopt a little bit of that stuff. Still, he's got his duties to perform. So he's going to protect the other creatures of the Feywild as best as possible, laying out traps, little things that will come to let him know if anything is different or changed. If that doesn't just trigger inherently. And he's going to try to, I guess, scout out the types of people that usually come to the Feywild.
Okay.
And kind of curate his traps that he sets up to, I guess, befall negatively towards those that are unsavory, and positively towards those that are perhaps more virtuous.
Okay.
Every once in a while he'll put a little chaos in there, but that's for later.
All right.
Yeah. So I suppose how long did you say? A year?
First year or two.
All right. So at some point during that year, he would have definitely come across someone that had, I mean, through many of the means that you can enter the Feywild, someone happened to wander there and it created quite a stink in his section.
Well, your first year there, during a holiday known as the Reunion of Glades,
Yeah.
is where the barriers between the Feywild and the material plane get real thin, and people can just accidentally cross over and not realize it. Oh, no, yeah. During your first year, an unsavory type does show up, very keen on taking Fey creatures back with him to experiment on in the material plane.
So a couple of the Fey creatures go up to Noose, tell him what's happening, and he starts shadowing this guy. Verifies that this person is indeed unsavory.
Oh, yeah.
And tricks him and gets him to whoop, similar to the same trap that befell Ogden and Eclipse, I believe, at the stump. And it's like, oh, what you doing here, bud?
None of your business.
Oh, I suppose it isn't. Perhaps it can be the business of someone else. And he casts Sending. Where? I send you an unsavory chap. Enjoy.
All right. I'll greet him soon.
casts plane shift on this guy as he's restrained. Sends him to Leah's Circle of the Abyss. Immediately after which, Ash,
Yeah.
hey buddy, there'll be
Hey, how's it going?
it's going super great. There'll be a soul moseying on over to the Nine Hells, direct from where's part of the abyss, and gosh, I mean, if she's keeping up with her time schedule, in a little bit, just be expecting him soon.
All right, I'll have Bjork's Nice to put it on my calendar.
All right, stay solid.
You too.
Anything else? Okay. Ash, what does your first year or two look like in the Nine Hells?
All right. Well, I sent you the
did?
outline, so I'm just going to go through that. First thing first, he is going to rename the position of the Lord of the Nine Hells from Lord of the Nine Hells or King of the Nine Hells to Captain of the Nine Hells. Put that down nice and official. He is going to gather up all of the first things, like first day, like one of his first things is he cuts off all of Asmodeus's paladins and clerics, just leaves them powerless, lets them feel the death of their deity, and just leaves them for a bit. Lets them stew in that. And then he gathers up all the dukes of hell, and stands up, does a big grandiose speech, looking like a pit fiend and everything, with his newly reforged demon fane that he's reforged into a pike instead of a trident because he's done with tridents. And he gives a big grandiose speech about how the last lord of these hells was weak and set his sights on weak and paltry prey of mortals. He denied you your true prey, that of demons, and I will lead you into a new age of blood and glory in slaying our true enemies. And basically just throw the Nine Hells into just a war frenzy against the Abyss, focusing, hiring Yugoloths to just get a bidding war back and forth, like on that front and everything, just occupying every fiend he can away from the material plane and into extraplanar warfare.
And the blood war is raging far harder than it ever has since it began.
He's a front line. He leads from the front too. Like, no one can deny. Like, this is a plan to kill devils and demons. Like, it's a plan to get both sides killed. But he leads from the front, so no one can deny he's not trying. He goes out there and he fireballs and pikes around with demon fane. He also eventually will speak to the mortal followers and gives them a speech, and he addresses them in their dreams. Basically tells them, if you want your power back, you have to earn it. And the way you can earn your power back is by slaying demons on the material plane. The more demons you slay, the more of my power you get. Essentially turning any cults or followers of Asmodeus into a very effective organization of demon slayers. And any that need power without fulfilling that requirement can call up any devil they like and sign a pact, become a warlock, and all pacts with devils under Captain Ashheart, the new name of the Lord of Hell, can be repaid very easily with a term of service in the Blood War. Just all about that Blood War. And that is his main. I think that's the main goal, is just point all devils at demons and just bash them into each other to get rid of as many as possible.
Anything else?
So yeah, no, that's I think that's about it. That's the main focus there.
Okay. Leah, what does your first year or two look like in Shadakla?
So once she once she gets there and has Lo with her, she finds a nice quiet spot to start her garden. And every day for an entire year, she casts Druid Grove on the area. And as she does that for the entire year, it can only be dispelled. Like it lasts until it's dispelled, so it's just continuously going. So just the whole area is safe for future spore druids whenever that happens. She understands that's going to take many, many years, but she wants to be prepared now. And in that time, she has spent growing her garden for plants for all her friends. She has red carnations for Henry. She has ash trees for Ash. For Carnifex, she has these wonderful deep thorns growing around. Noose has these wonderful flowers that look like hummingbirds with the scent of corpse flowers in the air. For Eclipse, tiger lilies spot the way. For Ogden, you have these deep purple desert roses. And even Sigmund has his own eucalyptus growing around the base of the ash trees. And for all her travels, she has planted various different plants. For the demons that are down there, she has met them with only kindness. She understands that there is a blood war going on, but she doesn't actively tell them to participate. That's up to them. For her, if they would like to rather garden, she has taught them, trying to get the acidity of the soil right and how it works down here. She's very much tried to foster an environment where even if the devils need a break, they could come and have just a relaxing time. Just very peaceful, even in the abyss. She will send Noose and Ash messages now and then. The offers always on the table for tea and wine, and she's tried to create many different varieties of new plants, including these wonderful small glowing mushrooms that during the day they're quite fine, but during the night they're almost like little path lights, which are quite nice for a midnight walk. And she has knowing she needs to protect the fungal lich's tree that he had at one time. For her, the tree has turned into a wonderful white bark, almost like a birch tree, something very, very simple, something that can grow, and vines that grow from it are like these blue, it's almost like a weeping tree, but they kind of glow, and underneath it just there's this little alcove where she takes herself into the tree every night to be one with it. And Lo is free to roam around. She has catnip growing everywhere for her, and Leah's just trying to build up the spore druids. That's what she's been doing, just being herself and seeing the good in everything.
Okay.
She started this adventure by being in a tree with her friends, and she's ending it in a tree as well.
Ogden, what would Ogden's next year look like if you don't have to elaborate if you don't want to, but if you want to, what would the next year or so look like for Mr. Boon?
Downtime finishing that book. It won't be finished, but this is going to be, again, to nerd fans out there. This will probably be the Winds of Winter that you'll get, just because he wants to get every detail, make everyone glow bright, and any gray or dark areas that anyone is are going to. You'll have that empathetic feeling, like that thing where you're just like, I guess Jaime Lannister's fine. Like if there's any point in the epic where there's like any sort of off-color things, like us accidentally pulling a prank that takes someone's life or something, like, so everyone comes out looking as wonderful and endearing as they truly are. So it's going to take some some writing prowess, but that is the night project. The day project is every day being maybe one of the most determined and irritating people in Silgar.
Excellent.
Going to every single business and being like, "Hey, have you heard about this new school? Oh boy, I gotta tell you." And like becoming kind of a by hook or by crook, a community leader, trying to really like instill a sense of community as the general vibe of the give me 1 second, I gotta find the name that I gave. Hold on 1 second, everybody be cool. Just one, I'm getting to 1 second. I believe it was called, we're almost there, and notes. Yes, the Silgar Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts. It's pretty cagey. They're a pretty cagey crew, so he's trying to turn that popular and really appeal to them. It would take a whole year of concerted effort trying to let them allow him to create a branch specifically that works as best as it can, hand in glove with the cagey, bookish enthusiasts with like, oh, kids, they got their little jam hands all over our books. And I'm like, no, hold on. People who are messy can make things even better if you teach them. And then so it's that concerted effort to build it, like, and it would take a year. It's just a year of work.
Okay. When that year ends or reaches its end, Biff Tamlin, the leader of the Silgar Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts, he's getting a little up there. He's getting a little tired. He asked Mr. Boon if he would like to take over leadership of the society to make that goal of possibly merging the two easier.
Biff, that my heart's in my school. I'm going to fight for it and use any of the resources to really grow that up. You know that, right?
I do.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, as long as you know that I'm going to use any power imbued in me to really do that, but also to stay on mission. I'm going to make these I'm going to make everyone grow. I think that's the goal. Is to make a kinder, more curious group. It's out there it's in the field where you learn. It's not in the books. It's out in the field.
That's right.
Great. Yeah, then. Well, then I'm your man.
Gives you the big old predator handshake. I need to go have a sleep now.
Hey, yeah, you just get in. You can use the cot back there if you want. Really comfy.
And wanders to the cot and sleeps after promoting his favorite archaeologist.
I never knew.
Anything else?
I mean, year one, that's it. It's just
okay.
Oh well, I mean, I imagine
At the end of that year, Marion Boon is with you on the material plane and still very much alive.
I mean, when she comes back, it's just what anyone would be lucky enough to have, and what I hope happens to everyone who I care about, is there's enough time. There's enough time for reminiscing. There's enough time for there's enough time to experience everything that you need to experience with loss. There's enough time for joy, for denial, for acceptance, for negotiation. There's enough time for everything, and enough time to really really celebrate a life, but probably for like, again, like a real healthy month of like all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And preparing everything, like, yeah, really making everything right. And probably if I can get any of the old crew to come to a celebration service while she's still alive. We're doing this Tuesday at Maury style. Tuesday with Maury, where she's alive when everyone celebrates her.
Mm-hmm.
Gets to rest.
Oh yeah.
She'll if you know, like I say, without forcing a narrative hand, if she can be as comfortable in a warm bed as possible. Yeah.
And yeah, the other crew members, even the ones on the other planes of existence, I mean, they're powerful enough. They run their own chunks of these planes.
Yeah,
right. They can visit when it happens. Eclipse.
No pressure, obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eclipse. What does your first year or two look like?
I'm commissioning a lot of statues.
Okay.
Once I get sort of the main structure of the old Acacia Grove kind of rebuilt and sturdy, I'm going to install granite statues of Ash, Ogden, Leah, Noose, and Henry, and me, with names, like a list of deeds, like saving the plane, best captain of what each person was captain of on the ship, or like just captain of so and so, and then various traits that represent all the best things you need to have a cohesive adventuring party. Mm-hmm. And then I also want to go to Red Dove and mm-hmm. visit Roman's hallowed circle gravesite, mm-hmm. and commission a statue of Roman and Durza, to kind of memorialize what they sacrificed, mm-hmm. to save the world, even though they weren't there to see it. And then I'm just gonna keep an ear out for any orphan kids or kids who have been shut out of their families, mm-hmm. and give them the home they wouldn't have otherwise, like I did growing up, and have everyone everyone gets sorted into an adventuring party so they can have a close-knit family, and kind of just give all these kids and teenagers a better life than what they would have.
Okay. Teach
them martial skills and how to avoid the law and get away with stuff.
Okay.
And if they're interested, teach them how to be pirates.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you approach the remains of the Acacia Grove, something stirs beneath the waves, something that wasn't dealt with the last time you were here, the juvenile kraken. But aboard the deck of Thror, when you do arrive, it is easily dealt with the aid of Ogden, Boon, the Kuatoa, and the magical ship, and you can easily start rebuilding the Acacia Grove.
I think I'm gonna also try to preserve the kraken.
Totally.
As a wall mount to the entrance of the school.
Okay. Totally.
And then I also want to commission a flag.
Mm-hmm.
of an acacia tree with just the sliver of a waxing moon as the flag of the New Moon School of Hard Knocks.
Okay. So, the battle for the material plane is over, but the scars will remain for some time. Devils that fled the battle still linger on the material plane, but without any proper leadership, they eventually find themselves pulled back into the Nine Hells when new powers come into play. The people of Dawnbreak Cove have been quite resilient in light of this conflict. The dead have been gathered, and those that could not be restored to life are being interred beneath the temple to Armathnan, the Dawnfather, or Lord of the Dawnlife. So the people of Dawnbreak can also remember those who perished and gave their lives to protect their home. And over the next few years, a monument is built, commissioned to Brosnik, the blacksmith at the barricade. And this monument is built on the site of the battle to commemorate all those who were lost. The restoration efforts on Dawnbreak Cove take a few years and are helmed by the surviving members of the Montsosa family, who reopen their family winery and begin producing Montsosa's finest once more. Catherine Montsosa becomes the official leader of the continent of Ipshire and adopts the orphan Joseph that her brother Ash had developed a bond with, while her sister Anna commands the naval forces of the continent. Under Catherine's tutelage, Joseph begins studying law and eventually joins the city guard. Once a week, he heads to the ash tree on Dawnbreak Cove and speaks to the tree about his accomplishments, hoping Ash can hear him wherever he is. Sigmund remains on Dawnbreak Cove, serving as its protector, and his shop, Sigmund Silks, continues to prosper, and he begins making the uniforms for the newly reformed Scarlet Banner and the City Guard. Galen Brownloan, having been freed from his curse, and the magic shop having been destroyed on Old Newport, decides to head to the Soulspire Academy on a nun deal, and be taught the way of magic, and taking with him what he learned from Copernicus and Baxter. Copernicus aids the people of Esselvire in rebuilding the capital city of Solspitza, and in doing so, builds his own shop where the opulent Opal once stood. Charlie the Chimera helps guard the shop, and eventually, so does Bernard, the awakened goat, who is found alive, having been wandering the ruins of Solspitza, awaiting the return of the crew that thought him dead. Monkfish sails with Ogden Boon for a time, and eventually, hopefully, takes the Voidmaw and sails the seas of Del Nasra, turning the once pirate ship into a merchant vessel and hires a crew of his own. The surviving Kuatoa from the crew decide to find their ancestral home in the Underdark and set up a settlement to commemorate their friend Bjorksnass. Kuatoa flock from all over the Underdark, having heard the stories of a Kuatoa who fought devils. And as Kuatoa do, if enough of them believe in something, they become a god. Kelwyn returns to Cala de Cuervos with Henry Lofferton and their surviving vampire spawn and begin rebuilding the Belwyn Manor, but he suggests to Henry that they give it a new identity to separate it from its horrid past. Malon Grassbladel leaves the life of a pirate behind him and returns to his noble profession as a shipwright on Dawnbreak Cove, while also helping Eclipse for a bit with the Acacia Grove. But underneath the establishment begins the construction of a new sect for the Black Mast. Due to the Pirate Council being all but wiped out, Ipshire enters a time of peace, and while they still exist, pirates are no longer the ruling people of the continent. The people are free to sail the oceans of the continent without fear of piracy. Dustin Miller stays on Dawnbreak Cove for a few years, visiting the Montsosa's crypts every day and paying respects to Ash, because Ash was buried down there when they found his body.
Right, everybody.
Eventually, Dustin leaves Dawnbreak Cove to leave the painful memories behind. Marion Boon returns to the material plane, wishing to spend her last years in her home on Silgar. She helps Ogden with whatever he wishes to do with her remaining time left, and lives until the spry age of 101. The crew, should they choose, reunites to celebrate her life, reminisce, and talk about how their separate lives have been going. Again, should they so choose. However, all of that is to come in the following years, as the story of this ragtag group of pirates who came together on Balena Azul during a pirate siege, fought goblin spirits on a tropical island, met an 8-headed Tyrannosaurus, stopped a tyrannical pirate queen, killed a vengeful Rakshasa, and most importantly, saved the material plane from Asmodeus, has come to an end for now. So, as Thror, the winter ship, prepares for what may be his final voyage, the sun begins to finally set on Dawnbreak Cove, as Ogden, Boon, and Eclipse stare out at the sunset on the ocean, as the ship begins to pull out of port, and that is where we'll close the campaign.
Yay!
Man, oh man.
I'm gonna miss all the characters.
Oh my gosh. I'm so attached to Noose. Buh.
Remove my campaign notes from Google Docs. So,
Oh, at least archive those. They don't take up much
Yeah.
space.
oh, it was just for that session. I have
okay.
I have a physical notebook
okay.
with all my notes.
Right,
in it.
that's right.
Yeah.
Time to hit delete on Henry.
No. It's gonna take me like a solid month to delete Eclipse.
You don't have to. Yeah.
I'm
But-
I'm keeping Noose around mostly just for so I can
Mhm.
always look back on it.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder. Leah stays. I still have gin, so
D&D Beyond is a limit of 6, so
Not if you have.
Yeah.
Oh
if
yeah,
you're
I have
subscribing.
yeah,
I have
Yeah.
unlimited.
so,
But that's the end of the campaign. 2 years. If you've been watching this entire time, thank you so much. Thanks to all my wonderful players. I love you all so very much.
Wait, what was the last roll? Was it the con save to
I think
stop crying?
I think it was Noose throwing the meat at
It was
Ash.
me. I just rolled
Oh.
a 16.
Oh, it was Ash. It was Ash's sleight of hand trying to.
Oh,
jab the meat
yeah.
out of
oh
it.
yeah,
Um,
gonna catch me.
Bunch of failures.
Yep.
But that is the end. Not of all the characters. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a epilogue one-shot 15 years later with a level 20 Mr. Boon, while everybody else plays 5th level characters.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be fun. We will not be here next week. We'll be doing an non-streamed session 0 for our next campaign. And then come April 7th, everybody here will be stepping into new shoes. New characters, a new campaign, a new story, 35 years later. So we're going to do it all over again.
Another go around.
So good night, everybody. And thank you.